All right, hello, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn, and joining me tonight is the wonderful, also as well, Lupul man right here. Everyone say hello. Look how sexy he is with that snapback on. God damn.
What's going on, everybody? Rylionn, thank you, thank you. You are very handsome yourself, by the way. Do not deny yourself that.
Of course, of course. Well, thank you, my friend. It's the beard.
Put the
Don't worry, it
shades
does
on.
like
Put the shades
99%.
on.
99% of the work. Oh yeah, I just found these, so I'm actually pretty excited. I lost them for like a month and a half, so I was really excited. But it is not about the shades tonight. It is about the shade that is going to be thrown in tonight's game, which is the the Dreamshatter series. It's going to be Glacial Carnage versus CB Starlight. CB Starlight's going to be on the blue side starting off, and then Glacial Carnage will be on red side. Let's go ahead and break down the players as well. So for CB Starlight on blue side, we have Pilgewater in the top lane, Quest Hodgson in the jungle, What is DN in the mid lane, Daydream as ADC, and Noah Talk as the support. And Lupul, go ahead and break down for us who is on Glacial Carnage red side tonight, my friend.
Glacial Carnage just has Mullen Axe as their top laner, Hunter Wolf Steel 5, Haitani in the mid lane, Boomer Adrian in the AD carry role, and HYOB as the support.
Also known as Hyob.
Hyob. As in he can't get a Hyob? Right, Hyob?
Exactly. I think it's supposed to be meant with more emphasis, but that is okay. But yes, I am very excited for tonight's match. Glacial Carnage has been doing an absolutely fantastic job. Same thing with CB Starlight in the standings as well, so it will definitely be a banger of a series here. But I know, the draft has already started, so let's go ahead. Let's see if we can go ahead and move on over to that. Actually, as a matter of fact, we can, because I'm in control of it. All right, so for CB Starlights, the first bans that we have going on so far, it looks like we have here a Gwen and a Swain coming in as well. Hecarim followed very closely behind. And, I mean, these are pretty solid bans, all pretty annoying champions as well, I would say. So I can definitely... Oh, yeah, 100%. She's just one of those things. And Pilgewater, you, my friend, are hot. Absolutely. Not me, but thank you so much. And then we have the Shyvana also coming in as the ban for the first round from Glacial Carnage as well. And yesterday, I don't know if you guys saw, definitely a really, really banger game in our Strikebreaker series. Went all the way... Actually, no, it was a 2-0. I'm sorry. But it was so back and forth. And the victors actually ended up being Turnip's Tots. They just definitely, they were behind most of the time, but they came back. If you guys haven't seen it, definitely go check that out. Your man Lupul here was definitely on point yesterday with that, so I definitely thank you. And it
Primus
looks like...
also. Primus
oh,
also.
and Primus.
Give him the props.
He already knows. I don't need to go over it. He already knows. But yes, let's go ahead. The first pick's already coming in from CB Starlight. It looks like they're gonna lock in that Seraphine pick. Good flex pick there, either the mid or the support lane. And same thing also coming in from Glacial Carnage. They have the Karma, mid or support, not sure yet. And then we have the Wukong. Wukong's been a very, very priority top pick so far, at least in the DSS league. Not so much in Strikebreaker, but in the Dreamshatter, it has been an absolute pick or ban situation from Wukong. I know Glacial Carnage definitely likes to have their Wukong. And the Ahri being picked up, so it looks like it's actually going to be a... Well, I can't say that because I have seen an Ahri support recently, and a Malzahar support,
It's been very annoying. It's been, like, every once in a while I see an Ahri Kate bot lane. Like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah. The charm is good into the traps as well, and same thing to the net. But that's okay. I'm going to actually take these off because it's hurting my head right now, so I try to do it as long as possible. Look like a douche. Cool. Gonna go ahead and
I'm hoping for the snapping soon also. Like, what? I was with we see a Volibear and a Silas. Ooh.
I like that Silas pick, being able to go ahead and steal anyone's ultimate. The Encore is going to be huge, but the Volibear was a very, very very good pick yesterday in the Strikebreaker League, so I definitely think that we're going to see some action. Let me go ahead and also adjust this real quick. There we are. But yes,
Dreamshatter.
That is true, and they are going right into the round 2 picks as well. Gangplank being the first one to be banned out from Glacial Carnage, and then Lilia, also pretty solid pick, or ban, coming in from CB Starlight. Following up, Gnar. Haven't seen Gnar in quite a long time, but maybe that's one of CB Starlight's like sleeper picks. Not entirely sure, but they won't be able to utilize it, at least not in Game 1 here. And the final ban here from CB Starlight will be coming up in just the next few moments. But I mean, so far, based off of what we see in the ban phase, it looks like a lot of these are going to be like jungle slash top lane picks that are going to
Yeah,
be banned out. Senna
this is
and
gonna
Kaisa also being thrown in there, but and Zeri,
this
but
yeah. I honestly think that this is going to be more of a. It looks like they all want to go in an all-in kind of thing.
mm-hmm,
Seraphine and Karma, both utility supports that
absolutely.
are that always are there. The Ari and the Silas are still going to be training dashes. The Wukong and the Volibear are just going to be trying to face tank everything and being able to try to get out of there. And then we see the Ziggs. The Ziggs is
Ooh,
another poke lane that is under their belt. Um,
I like that.
this seems like one of those things where we don't expect it, but it might be a Silas top and Wukong jungle. Just saying, it might be
Could
one
be.
of those things. And we see a
Definitely could
Tom
be.
Kench lock in.
I
Okay.
I do like that. Now, do you expect it to be a Ziggs ADC or Ziggs mid lane? Because once again, we have seen this before, and Ziggs with that pushing capabilities as well. So he just has to get the tower down to 25%. Boom, W
And then
out.
boom, it takes care of it and it goes away, and that gives them the first goal, the first turret gold, more faster than any other kind of AP carry. And
Ooh,
okay,
set. Okay. Set
okay,
coming in from Starlight there. So I think it might be a Volibear jungle with the set top lane. Tom Kench in the bot with
with the
Ari
Seraphine.
and could be Seraphine. I mean, I would say Seraphine will probably be more bot lane. All right, actually, you're right. You're right. Ari mid lane, Tom Kench bot. I mean, it's a flex. We don't really know until we
Yeah,
see it, you
I
know?
mean we won't see it until we see it. And then here's a Aatrox.
Aatrox. So it is going to be a Ziggs ADC with the Karma, more than likely. Aatrox in
Hmm.
the top lane. Wait. Silas in the mid lane. Wukong in the jungle. Aatrox in the top lane. This is just an interesting draft. I definitely like a lot of these flex picks. What I don't like is being a traditional ADC player and not seeing an ADC. So, that is something that I am not a big fan of. But, based off the draft here, though, who are we going with prediction-wise? Game number one, my friend.
Prediction wise, I honestly believe if played properly, Glacial Carnage could take game one. Because the reason why is they have a bit more versatility. They have a bit more all in.
Mm,
And if they do the whole Wukong can go over the wall, Silas can also, I think he can also E over the wall.
mm-hmm.
And Aatrox has those dashes. The only thing that CB Starlight can do to make sure that doesn't happen would be um, making sure that they ward around them every time they want a 5. Because this looks like a 5v5 kind of team to me. CB Starlight's
Right.
got a 5v5. Glacial
Right.
Carnage can split push anytime they want. Because they have 3 laners that can actually split push. 4 laners if you count the Ziggs.
Mm.
Um, the Ziggs, Wukong, Silas, and Aatrox, they all have that split pushing power. So any one of those 4 can just go ahead and split push, and Karma can just be around just to give that utility. It all depends on how well they play it. Um, I like Glacial Carnage's draft better though. That's my personal preference. What
Okay.
about you, sir?
I mean, looking at it, I do like the tankiness coming in from CB Starlight. I'm not gonna lie. The Volibear, the Tom Kench, Set I consider like a tank because he has that extra Haymaker shield whenever he pops it off with the full grit. Not to mention also the sustain and the shields coming in from Seraphine as well. The only thing I'm kind of worried about for Glacial Carnage into CB Starlight is the constant DPS and just the tankiness overall from CB. But like you said, the damage is there. Karma is also able to go ahead and be that utility champ as well, so she is able to go ahead and shield, speed up, do everything that she needs to do for the rest of her team to follow up. It's just that is a very big front line, so actually I'm going to go with CB Starlight game number one here, only because of the tankiness that they have. It's just, once again, I'm also worried from CB Starlight, the constant DPS as well. The only champions that are going to really be able to do that much damage are going to be the Ari and the Set. Not saying that Volley, Tom, and Seraphine can't do it. They obviously can. We've seen that time and time again. And then Ziggs, of course, is also just, I think, the most DPS out of any of them so far, but it's going to take a little bit for him to build up to that. Not to mention, they also have, a good mixture of AP and AD on the side of Glacial Carnage, so that is something that I will give them in favor, but I'm like 51-49% favor CB Starlight. I could be proven wrong. We'll have to see here once we get into game number one. But yeah, that is
I
definitely my
wanna let our
prediction.
viewers know something, by the way. So we were right. It was gonna be set top, Volibear jungle, Ari mid, Seraphine, Tahm Kench bot lane on the side of CB Starlight. And then
Absolutely.
on the side of Glacial Carnage, we were right again. Aatrox, Wukong, Sylas, Ziggs, Karma. So we did hit it right on the nose. It's just that your AD carry mindset is just basically like, where's the AD carry? Where is it?
Exactly. That is all I can go based off of here. And before we go ahead and cut it to a quick intermission, I actually want to do a quick little shout out here for those of you that already know, you know. But thanks to a big shout out to ProComps Computers. If you don't know what not computers, ProComps in
Yes.
general. It is a tool for League of Legends teams, coaches, and individual players that want to take their game to the next level. They offer insights and live suggestions. They do power spikes, champion suggestions, all live while you're going ahead and picking the draft right now. Not only that, but they have counters and synergies, tier lists, patch updates, comp builder, and so much more. We do have a link below in the about section below. Definitely check them out. You can get a free trial right through the link. It is going to be absolutely amazing. And with that being said, though, let's go ahead. We're going to cut it to a quick little intermission while we get ready and set up for game number 1 here. But do not go anywhere. Lupul and your boy, of course, Rylionn, is going to be right back with all the action. Do not go anywhere. We'll be right back. All right, hello, all of you wonderful people. Your boy Rylionn and Lupul bringing you tonight's action. Game number 1, CB Starlight versus Glacial Carnage, and it looks like we're gonna have some lovely 5-man invade action here.
Yes, come on.
But
No,
there's not really any CC hardcore from either one of these teams. I mean, I guess we could theoretically say Hyob, but I don't think that he's gonna start off with the root action. Definitely not. And then the remainder.
Daydream does have a root. It depends if they started with E. So
Ooh.
that's a maybe. That's a maybe.
Yes. I mean, that's true. That is true as well. You know, there's a couple CC, I guess. Like, what is DN could do the charm. Haitani could also do the pull. You know, Hyob could do the root. You know, there's a lot of things here, but it's just giving up a lot of potential for level 1 that you definitely don't want to be doing that. So, you know, completely understandable. And, you know, keeping it nice and calm. Pilgewater is looking in the top side, but Mullen is definitely not going to be walking into that tribe bush anytime soon.
Smart. I do have to say, both bot lanes on the side of CB and also Glacial Carnage, neither one have heal. So,
yes.
They're going to be totally relying on the utility of the supports to heal them. Or, well, on the side of CB, the heals on the Seraphine. And Boomer Adrian is going to be, you know, revolving around Hyob. So, we'll see how this goes.
That just seems to be kind of in the norm right now. Most ADCs, I think, are currently just running exhaust, if I'm not mistaken, instead of the heal. That 40%, you know, reduced damage is very important, especially in the patch, I guess, that's most recent, because the durability is just not enough, I guess, for ADCs. I don't know.
I mean, they want to make sure that they are safer than safe, and more safe than anything else, you know?
I can't argue with that. I cannot argue with that.
Level 2 first goes, and the bot lane goes to CB Starlight.
Yes, sir. And I mean, I know we're both not really top lane players here, but Aatrox in the set is going to be, I think, the most action-packed lane out of all of these, if I had to say so. You know, mid lane could really go either way. Haitani, I think, is going to be doing a lot of roams. We've definitely seen that before in previous matches. So I expect them to be more either roaming top or bot lane, of course. I mean, what other options do you have? But I think top lane is where most of the action is going to be for directed camera.
I mean, I believe that if the junglers revolve their attention around top lane, because top lane is going, like, as you said, top lane is going to be a major impact on the game later on. Because Set's going to start being able to absorb all that damage and deal it back out. And Aatrox is just going to be a menace on the Rift because all that lifesteal.
Absolutely.
But it all depends on how both Quest and Hunter are going to be directing their attention.
Right. No, absolutely. You're not wrong at all. And this is just one of those things. The reason why I don't like AP carries is the fact that they are so heavily reliant on their mana. I mean, look at young Adrian, also known as Boomer Adrian. You know, he definitely doesn't have that much mana at the moment. And, you know, yes, he went with the Doran's Ring, thankfully. But he's going to have to pick up one of those crystals very soon in order to maintain. Unless he stays in lane long enough to pick up a lost chapter. But we will see.
It does look like young Adrian did take mana flow ban. So hopefully Adrian's able to, you know, stack that up pretty easily, pretty quickly. They see Quest down there in the bot lane already.
Yes, they do. And, just for everyone's information, What is DN and Quest Hogson are two of the same individuals for CB Starlight. So there is they're the same players, just alternate accounts. So everyone, don't be alarmed. And then also we saw Haitani getting poked out quite heavily in the mid lane there. I know that they went ahead and based and already teleported back. Same thing for What is DN, already basing and teleporting back to lane as well. But interesting, Lupul also picking up a Dark Seal on Haitani here, starting off. Is that a bullish play, or would you say that's foolish?
I mean, as soon as level 6 starts happening, I believe Haitani's just gonna. Let me rephrase this. Haitani's going to start roaming at level 6, but first he's going to take What is DN's ultimate, and that's where it's going to all change because. Oh,
hold on a second. Haitani, yeah, hopping over the wall here. What is DN forced to flash into the Raptor Pit there? Very nice move from the side of Glacial Carnage, forcing that early flash. But, yep, we're just going to go ahead and back off there. Not a whole lot of action. Hold on one second. No attack. Making his way from the bot lane. Walking slow because he's Tom Kench. Very nice, very nice. First dragon's going to be up. It's going to be a mountain dragon, so we're not going to have any defenses starting off for the Soul here in game number 1. But who knows? That leaves us out open for a nice little Infernal Soul, hopefully.
Or Hextech. Either team will actually do very well with either one of those dragons. And actually, now that I think about it, any one of the souls will be great for any one of these teams.
That is true. That is extremely true. And Glacial already starting off really strong out the gate with the Mountain Dragon there. I do like that. But right now, it seems like CB Starlight is a little bit ahead of the game in terms of CS across. Not by a whole lot, just by about 300 gold total. Still no first blood at the 6-minute mark. A relatively slower game that we're used to seeing here from Mythic. But hey, we'll take it as it comes. And right as soon as I say that, there's always like 5 or 6 kills that happen within the next 2 minutes anyways.
You have to jinx it because you're not going to be able to come up for air as soon as the fighting starts. You're just going to keep talking for like the next 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden you'll be like, I can't stop talking. Oh, here comes another fight.
Hey, I've been out of commission for like 2 weeks. I got some talking to catch up on, you know?
Mullen is not doing like this damage is real.
Oh, I do like this though.
Even if Quest wants to. Oh, never mind.
Oh, hold on a second. We have a 3v2 situation happening in the top lane. Pillagewater, though, getting real low. Hunter Wolf is going to go in and engage there. First blood picked up by Mullen Axe. Very nice. There goes World Ender also being popped here. What is Deanne trying to do what he can? Getting picked off real low. The rest of Glacial Carnage are making this way. What is Deanne? Does fall. I'm sorry, does not fall. It takes down Hunter Wolfsteal there. And another kill is going to go on over to Glacial Carnage. 2 for 1. Very nice. At least it's a trade somewhat even. For the side of CB Starlight here, but it's going to be 1 for the mid lane, 1 for the top lane, and then 1 for the mid lane as well for CB Starlight. What is Deanne, though, getting fully engaged on? Nice charm underneath tower. Dash is out of range there, but forced to back up a little bit more. No attack. Waiting at the mid 1 tower. Let's see if the Fog of War was able to pick him up or not. The stun also getting pulled out by Hyob here. We're getting pulled underneath tower by Pillagewater. Stepped up a little bit too close there, my friend, for your own good. And like I said, lots of action right as soon as I say there's no action happening, and here we are already.
You always have to jinx yourself.
I know. I love it so much. I love the pain. Don't get me wrong.
The unfortunate part was Hunter was not 6 during that initial fight in the top lane. It kind of made Hunter unable to deal the damage and also stay alive however long that Wukong normally does. But you know, Daydream and young Adrian, they vibing down in the bot lane though. They're just chilling, you know, doing what AP carries do, dealing that damage, just farming it up. It's like 3 CS difference, and I mean, I can't really say anything. They're even on levels. Neither one have popped a summoner spell.
Very true. Yeah, making their way back to the bot lane, but just taking a nice little peek here through mid. And actually, never mind. Okay, I was going to say they're going back to top, but they're not. They're going for the Rift Scuttle. Very nice. I do like that. Young Adrian's going to stop the backing there of Noataka as well with a, I wouldn't say questionable ultimate, but he stopped him for at least a quick second, so that is something.
I think the reason why that young Adrian wanted to stop, this is just an assumption, to make sure that Noatak couldn't join in the festivities over at the Rift Herald quick enough. So
I do like that.
It may have been questionable, but it looks like did perfectly right because Noatak's a bit late to the fight. Oh, here we go.
Oh, hold on a second. We got some action happening in the river as well. Quest and Hunter, both junglers going at it here. Pillagewater and Molden are also going at it in the top side here. 2 simultaneous fights. Love to see it. Hunter already used the ultimate here. There goes the ultimate coming in from Quest as well. Hunter getting real low. The flash forward and the back slap like Chris Rock did at the Oscars here from Quest to take down Hunter. I love it. Haitani also making his way up to the top lane here. Noatak trying to do what he can to save his friend, but it looks like he's going to find himself in a 4v1 situation, and Pillagewater with the Haymaker just to secure the kill and up in gold. Now they are by about 1.2k gold. I love the action, my friend. I love all the roams that are coming in from both teams. I'm not going to lie. While the AP carries just sit there in bot lane. I Gotta love it. And
I mean, hey, it's the vice versa this time. You know how top lane's normally Farmville Central?
mm-hmm.
Man, bot lane's Farmville. And
I'm
then
not gonna argue with it.
top lane is a game of Halo going on.
Oh, here we go. Very nice. Adrian's gonna get engaged here by young Adrian, but not really much you can do after the explosive bomb there to knock him back up. And not to mention, he also has Encore, so if he wanted to stop the engage, he could do so at any time. Quest making his way down to the bot lane. Yob forced to speed up there and back off. Love the poke by them as well. And it looks like the Hex Dragon is going to be the next one up on the map. And hold on 1 second. Hunter Wolf might be finding himself caught out, pinched. But no, he's going to go ahead and pop the clone.
Adrian, you may have a lost
Yeah,
chapter,
they might have to give this one up. I would if I was them on the side of Glacial Carnage, and that's exactly what they'll do.
Yeah, just let Mullen just take a couple turret plates. I mean, Pillage Water doesn't have teleport. Decided to roam down bot lane without a teleport, and I mean, just make him pay for it, especially with a Herald.
Can't argue with that.
This will open up the map for Mullen immensely, because now Mullen is able to be a menace on the Rift.
Yes, sir.
Hunter getting some counter jungling in against Quest. Very nice. This is what we need to see. Water stopping that second charge. Would have been nice.
I mean, not stepping up. You know, they definitely got one charge out of it. Plus, they got all the plating as well. Can't argue. Another bomb going to be used by young Adrian, the ultimate here. So it's going to be down for, I believe it's like 85, 86 seconds. But hold on 1 second. Quest Hodgson is going to go ahead and engage from the back lane there. But yes, he didn't know that his friend was too low. And now he's forced to back off himself. I like the moves from Hiob and young Adrian to go ahead and take down what is DN in the mid lane there. And no talk now making his way. There goes the stun. And, another reverse stun coming in from Quest. And the ultimate being stolen by Haitani here. Very nice. They are on the ropes down in a 3v1 situation. But they do have the gray matter energy along with the big shields coming in from Quest as well. Another root is going to go off here. And down goes Quest. Yob's going to go ahead and get that kill there. The gray matter still on reserve, but it doesn't matter. They are looking real good right now. Glacial Carnage coming back up from behind, ahead by about 1k gold here, and they want to take these plates before time runs out, and boy, they're looking real good as a 5-man squad. Not what I expected in the 5v5 capabilities, but they are playing very well macro-wise right now. Great call-outs.
I do enjoy the fact that we were worried about young Adrian. I was a bit worried. I was a bit worried when young Adrian wanted to go in on that. And we saw Quest on the side, but made sure that he had proper space, and Hiob actually had the root, and there was a bomb blowback to get rid of Quest on that. It was very nice spacing. All we have to do is make sure that CB Starlight needs to make sure they start getting those wards better, though, because as much as they are seeing everything on the map, they're not seeing enough in my eyes.
Okay, I mean, that's fair enough. You know, we do get the outside perspective here, and, you know, they are kind of limited by what they got, but when you're not wrong, you're not wrong. You know what I mean? Yeah. So, I do like also the Leandries being picked up by young Adrian. They have 3 really big tanks on the side of CB Starlight, and I think that's the perfect item, of course. Some people would say, you know, Luden's Tempest, obviously not into this many tanks. You want to get that burn damage, especially based off of max health. I definitely also expect to see a, what is the name of that one item? Hold on. It's at the tip of my tongue. It's the other burn item. I can't think of it right now. Thank you. Demonic Embrace. That's the reason why you're the analytical caster.
Trust me, I just got completed the challenge of beating winning a game with every single different mythic item. And that's an actual challenge, and that they implemented. Moving on. I do like that. I do like the fact that Daydream is a bit ahead of the curve. Oh, Quest hitting that ward. Yikes. Oh, well, got the ward.
I like the ward placement also by Carnage. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's totally fine. I was just about to say the same thing. Carnage has all this vision. And, I mean, CB Starlight is trying to make sure that they control the vision. But it's kind of hard when, you know, Hiob is able to move around as much as they want to. And deal all the damage and supply the utility.
That is very true.
That being also said, looks like CB Starlight needs to start getting that heal cut because Mullen has the the Gore Drinker. Wukong Hunter is going to start doing a lot of healing, especially with the Divine Sunder and all. Then we have the Karma Shields, the Silas healing, and everything going on. So both sides should be getting heal cut here very soon because it's just a good call on this. And it looks like we're looking at a Cloud Soul, by the way.
I did see that. Not my favorite, but I've grown to just love it over time. I know the more I don't think about it, the more it's gonna happen here. And oh, yeah, very nice charm's gonna be landing onto young Adrian. What is DN? You know, wasn't able to capitalize that much. The Encore also. Oh no, I'm sorry, not the Encore. I apologize. Let's go ahead and take the menu down right now because I feel like we're gonna see some nice, juicy 5v5 action. Here we go. It's already gonna start. The charm is gonna land on Hyob. Encore still available by Daydream here, and I think they might give up the first cloud. In order to go ahead and try to push down the mid lane here. Young Adrian does have his bomb available, so they are going to go ahead and give it up. It's not a soul point just yet. Yeah, they're going to give up, tier 1
There's
mid.
that turret.
Okay, Pillage-Water also looking for blood, but they do have a lot of poke on the side of Glacial Carnage here, and they do want to make their way up to that second Rift Herald. I know a lot of people try not to prioritize the second Rift Herald. I personally like it because they don't have the what's it called, the plating any longer, so I think it is a little bit more effective than the first one. But some people don't want to give it up, or just don't even care about it because you don't get the extra gold, but
that's gold that you have, and it opens up the map, though.
Exactly.
I feel I get you on this. Like, whenever I play jungle, I love to make sure that I control both Rift Heralds to make sure that I can open up the map anytime I really want to.
Agreed. And it provides pressure, especially when Baron's up, you know, within that 20-minute time frame. I mean, Baron's going to be up in 2.5 minutes. That's going to be about the 20-minute mark. And can you quote me if I'm wrong, of course? What is the overall timer on Rift Herald? Is it 180 seconds?
I believe it's to hold it?
Yeah, to hold it.
I would have to... I think it's 180 seconds.
Okay, so a 3-minute timer to utilize it. So this plays out perfectly, actually, for Glacial Carnage because Baron will be available. They can drop that on bot lane if they wanted to with young Adrian, and he can plow through at least tier 1 and tier 2, and if tier 1 falls in the time frame, then tier 2 and tier 3 bot lane towers there. So if they're able to play this really well, they could get a lot of use out of the Rift Scuttle here.
I want to see a bit more fighting, but I don't think we're going to get that. We're just going to get a whole bunch of macro play to make sure that they don't have any vision. I think they're playing, both teams are kind of playing the long con to wait until Baron, first of all, Baron's coming up, and then also to try to work towards that Cloud Soul. But they're also giving their carries time to, you know, get all that damage going.
Absolutely, they do. And I like the conversation right now being held in chat talking about scaling, so I want to scratch your brain a little bit. Scaling-wise, 30 minutes, who's looking the best right now at like a 30-minute comp? Would you say CB Starlight, or would you say Glacial Carnage?
I would say CB Starlight.
Okay.
That's why I honestly believe that Glacial Carnage needs to end this very quickly, because Noah Talk is going to be very tanky in a bit. Going to be able to take a lot of damage. And I mean, even though Quest did take Triforce, that tankiness of Volibear and the
Alright. Oh, very nice. I like the flash, trying to go ahead and dodge the charm there, but no avail. The Spirit Rush by what is DN, along with the flash coming in from Quest as well, to go ahead and take down Hyob. I think that was a lot to use for just the support player, but that's alright. A kill is a kill at this point, and now there are about 500 gold difference between both teams. And the Dragon will be up in about 1 minute. Same thing with Baron will be up in about 10 seconds here, but I don't know if either team can burst it quick enough at the moment.
They are looking, they are pinging all around because they are wondering where the heck what is DN went.
Oh, hold on one second. Hunter Wolf also doing a nice little engage here on the Noah Talk. Very nice. Quest is also going to go ahead and be there. Nice. Encore is going to land from Daydream as well. Haitani forced to back up there. Did grab the ultimate from Volibear, but hold on. Molinax now joins the fight. They're going to go in and find themselves in a 5v4 situation. Cup from the top side, though. Pilgewater waiting to go ahead and flank them. Let's see if he can get a good showstopper off, because that would be a huge game changer. Does have it, but he's going to go ahead and stick back to the top side there. No vision. I think that would have been a really good engage from Pilgewater. I don't know why he pulled the trigger. He's going to go ahead and teleport back down to the bot lane, though, to stop Shelly from doing her thing. Let's see if he's able to do it. Oh, yeah, he can stop it.
He's got it. He's got it.
Maybe?
No.
Oh, yeah, he's got it.
Yes, there it is. Okay,
it.
cool. I mean, I do love seeing Shelly smash, but I also have to root for the team that's about to get their, the turret Shelly smashed. I just saying. But I do honestly believe that CB Starlight secret weapon is going to be Pilgewater, because as soon as Hunter Wolf or Molinax goes in at the worst time, Pilgewater is going to be there to ult them right into the enemy team. Bye, young Adrian.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, he's getting real low. I do love the shields coming in from Karma as well. Hold on 1 second. What is Dean's going to go in Spirit Rush to the back line. Daydream now finds himself in a 3v2 situation along with Mullen as well. What is Dean is just doing work on the backline, keeping everyone busy. Noah Talk is going to go and eat up his friend, try to run out of there. Spits him out. Pilgewater looking at about 30% health. Mullen Axe is not giving up just yet. There goes the showstopper. Very nice. Pilgewater doing what he can. Yes. A nice haymaker to go ahead and take down Hyob, and he is not done at all. There goes Quest Hodgson with the ultimate onset of backline. Molinax, though, has so much sustain along with the rest of Glacial Carnage, and a mythic ace picked up by Glacial Carnage. Great moves, a lot of patience. I appreciate what his DN tried to do to get onto the backline there, but just no follow-up from the rest of his team, unfortunately. He can spear rush in there 3 times, and it resets every single time he gets the kill, but the rest of your team can't do it as fast. You need to be fighting in these tight spots, just like you tried to do, but the rest of your team wasn't there to follow up with the rest of the action. So, it's alright. They're not out of it just yet, but man, that was crazy.
Targeting is also very important, making sure that you get rid of the biggest damage dealers. And Molinax has that healing going on now. Luckily for us, we see Daydream picking up that Chemtech Putrifier. Going to start helping out with those that heal cut against Molinax. But I don't know. It looks like it's too late, because Molinax just picked up that Death Stance. That Death Stance is going to make a big difference. And pretty soon, we also see Hunter Wolf building that Maw. They're just all getting ready to just deal with what is DN.
Do you think either team can either team even pick up a Serpent's Fane in this case? They both have a lot of shield action going on, from Seraphine, Noah Talk, Pilgewater. Hold on 1 second. We have Spirit Rush coming through from what is DN along with an Encore here, but no, they just used their ultimates, had no follow-up from the actual damage from their team, and had to back off from there. That's a little bit questionable. Let's see if Glacial Carnage takes advantage of it. And yeah, Haitani also utilizing the teleport to get to his team's aid there. I love that. Also, a huge shout out to Haitani with the 3-0 and the 9 stacks on the Dark Seal there.
Right? I mean, earlier we thought it was kind of questionable, but now that damage is going to start adding up even more. Pilgewater wants a 1v1 against Molinax.
Yeah, he does. Let's see if he's able to do it. I mean, he doesn't have any kind of Grievous Wound action here, so the healing is going to be coming through very nice. There goes the World Ender is going to get popped as well. Haitani's going to back his friend up just in case. That's 1, that's 2. The flash forward, and down he goes. They're going to go ahead and turn their attention to the rest of CB Starlight as well. Quest, Hogson. Oh, the nice Encore that's going to be landing from Haitani as well. Force the ultimate out of there. Noah Talk trying to do what he can to slow them down, but they are definitely going for the Baron call, and they have taken the momentum, and they are running with it like Usain Bolt in his last Olympics. I love this Lupul. They have not given up a single moment at all. This is so crazy.
Like I said, I honestly believe CB Starlight is going to scale harder, but if they aren't allowed to scale, like Glacial Carnage is not allowing them, it's going to be very hard for them to do it. I mean, what is DN is trying their best to make sure that they get something out of this. I mean, this is kind of looking bad for them, but at the same time, they're trying to stop the goal difference from getting too too large. There you go. Words.
Very true. Very true. I mean, I do also like, you know, what is DN pushing out the bot lane, you know, wasn't there with the rest of his team, which kind of proved to be imperative. And hold on 1 second here. Shirelia's Reverie is going to be popped as well. Daydream and the rest of CB Starlight is going to get picked out. It's a 3v5 situation. What is DN? Does land a nice little charm there onto Hyob here. The double charm hardcore, or Hyob is going to go ahead and get taken out. Very nice. This is a 4v5 situation. The Tides have turned the Spirit Rush to dash forward. A nice little charm is going to land onto Mullen. Axe the Showstopper onto the backline here, but it doesn't matter. Hunter Wolf is going to get pulled in. Noatok trying to do what he can to stop the engage here, but Haitani is sustaining just a little bit. That's going to be 3 members down for the side of Glacial Carnage. 1 for CB Starlight as well. And it looks like CB Starlight is looking real good right now. Hunter Wolf is going to be the next one. It's going to be 4 members, and we might have a reverse ace picked up for CB Starlight. Mullen Axe, he's doing what he can with the stain. Might not be enough. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, and a shutdown. Mythic ace now for CB Starlight. 11-11. I told you they weren't out of it just yet, my friend. And they are proving themselves to be here right before this dragon, about 50 seconds. Even though they're going to be up, still a great time to get an ace.
Yeah, and they're resetting immediately, which gives them enough time to reset, get the items that they need, moving on. It's gonna be good. Actually, you were saying shields earlier. It looks like young Adrian did pick up a Shadow Flame, so this is gonna be a good thing for him to start dealing that damage. The thing is that now they have items. CB Starlight has items, and we've seen how Pillage Water having all 5v5 makes a big difference. I'm liking this change, this development, and the fact is if you have Daydream with you by your side and you get rid of Hyob, side of Glacial Carnage loses the shields, but CB Starlight still has those shields, still has the consistency. They're not going for the dragon play though.
No, they are not. I mean, what is DN does have teleport available, so he can be a part of the fight whenever he wants to, but they need to start getting rid of these towers. The macro play, in favor of CB Starlight right now, 3 towers to 2, but Dragon-wise and Baron and Rift Scuttle-wise has been in favor of Glacial Carnage the entirety of this game so far.
As bloodthirsty as this game has been since the last few minutes, it's still even. 11-11, it's like a 1k difference in favor of CB Starlight, and they're just trying to make sure that what is DN starts getting stronger and stronger. It's just going to be a lot more different now with what is DN now has the Leandries, has his own Shadow Flame, their own Shadow Flame, and also a Void Staff. And I see 1, 2, 3, no, just 2 different items on the side of Glacial Carnage that has magic resist.
Oh no, young Adrian unfortunately getting absolutely surrounded here, forced to pop the Zonias, but I mean there was just so much being utilized from the side of CB Starlight. They definitely wanted to take him down, and this is going to be big. 40-second death timer.
This helps a lot because there goes one of their damage dealers, and also their poke. One of their 2 poke champions. Everything else is all up front.
And Haitani just picking up the Encore as well from Daydream there, so they are going to be able to stop the engage, it looks like. Alright, let's see here. The second tower here for mid lane. Getting poked down slowly but surely. The tankiness is starting to prove to be a little bit tough to overcome here for Glacial Carnage. They can't really exactly get over the hump. There's a giant front line called Volley Bear, Tom Kench, and Pillage there, or Set, for those of you that don't know who Pillage is. But absolutely, it's starting to be a little bit of an issue. They need to, I would say, do like a 1-3-1 kind of situation. Push top, have like a nice core mid, like you said, the Karma, the Ziggs, and I would probably put Haitani there.
Haitani?
Yeah, and then put Mullen and Hunter on the ends and just allow them to split push. That's what I would be doing personally.
That would work, because Haitani could steal either, anybody's ultimate, and I was hoping to see an encore kind of thing going on there.
Right.
But we don't get to see. looks like young Adrian's trying to push out that top lane, uses the ultimate to push the top lane a bit faster, which makes Pillagewater have to go top lane, but Pillagewater does have teleport. So
True.
I'm just like, this is amazing. It's 30 seconds on the Baron, 2 minutes on the Dragon. That's soul point for Glacial Carnage, soul point Eve, as we like to call it from last night, for on the CB Starlight. By the way, if anybody's wondering why we call it that, it was because of this man right here, Rylionn. Rylionn brought it up. So you can blame him.
It was just funny to think about.
Young Adrian, all 5 are on the Rift now, and I think we might see a fight for Baron.
I mean, they can't really give it up to CB Starlight. They have a really good siege comp. They have 3 big tanks, and I mean, they definitely don't want to give them empowered minions as well.
The issue is that if CB Starlight goes after it, Haitani still has Encore.
Right.
And that might be bad. And Haitani does have teleport, even though they see him in the bot lane.
Wait, does Haitani still have Encore? I don't think so.
I will double check right now. No, does not have Encore, and can't grab Encore for a while. So they're actually clear to take it. But I don't know. Haitani might take, I don't know, what is DN's ultimate? The Spirit Rush?
If anything, I would take Showstopper from Pillagewater, grab Volibear, and then just boom, slam him right into him. You want to grab, you know, Volibear or Tahm Kench, but whoever really engages first. So if set Showstoppers into you Showstopper him right back to the back line. So
yeah, looks like they want to go for the Dragon here.
Uh-oh, hold on 1 second. It's going to be a 2v4 situation here. Nice Spirit Rush is going to go ahead and drop forward. Hunter Steel Wolf is forced to pop the clone and the ultimate as well. The last Spirit Rush is going to be utilized by what is DN here. Nice stopwatch, though. Molinax is going to go ahead and focus down the backline, focusing down Daydream as well. There goes the Pillagewater. He's going to go ahead and try to focus down Mullen as much as he can to get him off his teammates here. What is Dan is doing a superb job of positioning onto the backline here. Same thing with Quest as well, but there is nobody dying just yet. There goes the Showstopper. Shutdown is going to get picked up by Hunter. Molinax doing what he can, and oh! The Haymaker picks up the double kill, and a triple kill picked up by Pillagewater. That was an unreal turnaround by Pillagewater, and Molinax now left to his lonesome here, but it doesn't matter, and that's going to be a mythic ace for CB Starlight.
They can have Pillagewater push top like they're doing, and then they can have Quest and just no attack take the Dragon, and that will give them soul point.
Crazy.
And with all these death timers, it's just gonna be great. This is just a great grab. Not the Baron grab though, unfortunately, because both what is DN and Daydream are down, but this is just starting to look better and better for the side of CB Starlight. Like I said, 30-minute mark is going to be a great thing to see.
The constant engage from what is DN is just phenomenal. Just spirit rushing, charming when he can, you know, spirit rushing onto the back line, just absolutely disrupting the flow of Glacial Carnage as a whole entity. In my opinion, MVP for game number 1. They are playing this so well right now, setting them up for the rest of the team. A close second, Pillagewater. Just doing a phenomenal job. You know, that Haymaker just absolutely decimating with the true damage on 2 of the members. Well, technically 3, just didn't get to kill off of it. And then just following up with the triple kill. Just great moves from Pillagewater and from what is DN.
Glacial Carnage, CB Starlight has been targeting exactly what Glacial Carnage needs, which is they need young Adrian to stay alive and Hyob to stay alive. Without those two, they start falling through. It's just like water trickling through your hands. You try to cup it together, but what is DN is there to just be like, hey, no, you don't get to hold the water.
No.
So the bleeding is starting to happen for that. They're up 4K gold. On the side of CB Starlight, and they could just pull the trigger. No, they don't want to pull the trigger here. They want to wait the long con. The longer this game goes, the better it goes in favor of CB Starlight.
Very true. Very true.
Quest picks up the Gargoyle Stoneplate. This man is tanky. The Volibear is now stupid tanky, getting an almost 1100 shield. Like, it's just gonna be worse and worse. I mean, they're just clearing. Noatak is just clearing out the vision. Same thing with Daydream. They're just making sure that they get all the preparations made, and as soon as they honestly believe that they're ready, they're just gonna pull the trigger.
That demonic embrace is going to be very important, I think, for for young Adrian to pick up. I mean, he has the Oblivion Orb. He's the only one on his team right now that has any kind of Grievous Wound actions to stop Bilgewater, to stop Hodgson, to stop any of them, really. But it's proving to be a very big problem, these tanks are. And I called that from the beginning. And hopefully they can try to come up with some kind of tactic to work around it. But right now, not looking like they have anything to actually get over that hump.
They need the vision to make sure that they don't get flanked.
Right.
Yes, Magic Man. It is wild to see no AD carries in the game, and AP carries being able to just put everybody in their backpack and saying, "Hey, follow me. You're gonna come with me now."
I mean, maybe we'll see a change up in game number 2. You know, there's nothing wrong with the AP carries. It's just, I don't know. Like I said, I'm a traditional ADC player, so I like to have my ADCs. You know, Ashe, Kai'Sa, Caitlyn, Jinx. You know, even though the updates have come out, I still think that they're pretty baller moves, you know, to have. And it's a good backup because, you know, unfortunately, I don't think AP carries really have that much DPS attached to them. They do a lot of damage in general, yes, but the constant DPS coming in from your AD carry like you're supposed to have is pretty important here. And, you know, with the amount of tanks that they have, it's looking like that would have been the move, but, you know, hindsight 2020.
They want to pull the trigger, by the way. CB Starlight wants to pull the trigger, but Glacial Carnage is not letting them get their wards set up. It's just they are playing the I'm getting vision, you can't get vision. I bet this is just going to keep going until they honestly can get to Cloud Soul, and it's a coin flip for both sides. They are both at soul point.
Yes, they are. I mean, when one gets Soul, the other one could also get Baron at the same time. I know Dragon will be taken down much quicker than the Baron will, so maybe they don't want to try to make that trade. Try to secure, lock down the Soul, just like you stated, and then go from there. And Hunter also picking up the Guardian's Angel as well, so him jumping onto the backline is going to be he's going to survive a little bit longer. You know, from there.
DN has the Zonias now, so can also live a bit longer. What is DN? I think they've also been waiting on cooldowns for summoner spells, because what is DN needs Flash. Also, Daydream needs the Exhaust. Noatak needs the Ignite. Looks like are they pulling the trigger? They're pulling the trigger. See, Glacial Carnage is pulling the trigger.
Ooh, no, I think they're just trying to make their way. Actually, yep, never mind. Hunter said I want to. He did want to start it at first, but nothing as of yet.
No vision on the side of CB Starlight in that hit. Okay, so Hodgson had a...
Oh, very nice. There goes the Spirit Rush. Half health already on Hunter there. That was quite a move by What Is DN, but yeah, the Spirit Rush is no longer going to be available, at least for this fight here. Another one.
Freaking insane!
Yeah, he is on point with this Spirit Rush charm combo here. But it is going to be down for at least another, like, 20 seconds, so they're just going to have to wait it out just a little bit longer. Meanwhile, we have Quest Hodgson just making his way onto the Dragon's going to pick that up uncontested, so that is going to be a nice Cloud Soul that is going to be available for the side of CB Starlight. It's going to give him a little bit of extra movement speed and slow resistances. Do love that. And, let's see.
They're not going to pull the trigger, are they?
Oh, they are.
Can't pull the
They're pulling the trigger. Not to mention Bilgewater also is going to be caught out, though. They didn't know that he was sitting on a ward, but it doesn't matter. He is the set. The Encore does miss. I think it did hit Hunter for like a half a second, but no capitalization on that whatsoever. The Spirit Rush also used by What Is DN onto the backline here. Young Adrian also getting taken down to quite low health. What Is DN forced to pop the Zonias. Hunter is going to go in and pop the ultimate as well. Doesn't matter. We have Bilgewater along with Mullen Axe doing what they can onto the backline here. Noatak also taking a lot of the damage here. Oh, Mullen forces himself in a 4v1 situation here. None of the rest of Glacial Carnage do what they can. The showstopper is going to go ahead. Young Adrian with a sliver of health life, but he does make it out. There goes Haitani there, forced to pop the Zonias, but it's not going to be enough. Quest is going to pick up the kill. The rest of Glacial Carnage forced to back off, and they are going to go ahead and move their way to the Baron right now, and I don't think any of the ultimates are available except for Haitani, but he's dead right now. That is an unfortunate move here. Hunter Wolf trying to get away, stepped up a little bit too close to the rest of CB Starlight's Pillage Water. Very nice move from Diab, but the Guardian's Angel is going to get procced here. That is not a good look. The charm, perfect timing from what is DN. That's going to be 2 members down from the side of Glacial Carnage here, and a nice Baron could be picked up. Yeah, Quest is not going to give up that Baron. He's doing it solo. He doesn't care.
There you go. No Tox got his back. This is. How's your breathing? Can you breathe?
I'm doing fine. I'm doing perfectly fine, my friend. I am living for this right now. There is so much action. I mean, 19-33, 32 kills overall. We're 41 minutes in. What an absolute banger first game. I can't wait to see how the rest of this series goes because these teams are going at it.
Yeah, they are, and I'm loving the fact that this is. Like, we honestly, it's a repeat of last night. Hey, guess what? This team's behind? No. We're not behind anymore. We're going to take this game by storm.
Absolutely.
Everybody on 3 members of CB Starlight just hit level 18, by the way. Ooh. And only Molinax is level 18 on the side of Glacial Carnage. So,
rough.
We are looking at a full build set, full build, almost full build volley, almost full build Ari. They're working on the last bit. There's a full build Daydream right there. Gee, bless.
Trying to do what they can. Hold on 1 second. What is Zian getting flanked from behind? Very nice moves by Hunter along with Hyob as well. The Zoni is going to get popped, but I don't think that the rest of the team's going to make it there in time. Oh, yes they are. Novatog is going to go ahead and shut that down immediately. Quest now is going to go ahead and engage along with Pillage Water. Now the flankers become the flankies. Hyob is going to get taken down first, and now they're going to focus down. They have the Baron. They have the capabilities of taking down the rest of this game, making their way down to the mid lane. Tier 3 towers are still up for the top and the mid lane there. There goes the mid lane. Nexus is, or not Nexus, the inhib is going to be next here. Okay, let's see if they continue down. And the Carnage is being just taken on Glacial Carnage right now. And yeah, that's going to be a disabled turret. Just like you said, the inhib is going to be opened up for top lane as well. But they're looking to end this thing out. Great encore going to be land by Daydream there, and that's going to be 3 members down for Glacial Carnage, and it doesn't matter. Molinax is trying to do what he can, but the stain is not going to be enough. There goes the Guardian's Angel. Meanwhile, we do have Hunter, who's just waiting around in the backline. Not really a whole lot that he can do, and this looks like the beginning of the end, my friend, for Glacial Carnage in game number 1 here. And that is going to be 1 Nexus Tower, the 2nd Nexus Tower, and the Nexus is going to fall shortly after that. Lupul. Nice. That was only game number 1. Only game number 1.
The game was a banger.
Absolutely. What a banger of a game. That was just incredible gameplay for both teams. I mean, Glacial Carnage looked really good, solid in the beginning. It was just, like I said, those tanks, they just couldn't get across that. There wasn't enough damage, not enough there for them to overtake CB Starlight. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to cut it to a short little intermission while we get ready for game number 2. I'll go ahead and have everything set up for you all. Please do not go anywhere. We'll be right back with some definite more action. It is your boy Rylionn and Lupul here. We'll be back in just a few short moments. right, welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people, to an absolute banger of a series. It is your boy Rylionn, and joining me today, Lupul as the man, the myth, the legend himself. And we had an incredible game number 1 between CB Starlight and Glacial Carnage, but there can only be one winner, and that was CB Starlight. Absolutely just decimated at the very end there. Like I said, those tanks, very difficult to get over, and they proved absolutely. Not to mention, I mean, just Pilgewater's set was just absolutely detrimental, along with what is DN's Ari. Those 2 points, I think, were like the most pivotal for CB Starlight in general. Pretty interesting to see. No ADCs. They had only AP carries. But let's see if we have a little bit of difference in game number 2 here. Lupul, break it down. What are your thoughts about game number 1?
Game number 1 was it was a giant. Honestly, I'm gonna be very, very blunt with everybody. I think it was a big middle finger. This is what we are. We stand for this. We are here.
Yes, sir.
It's the whole Spartan 300 movie. We are Spartans.
100%. They did not give up an inch. You know, came the mid lane, a little bit forward. They were a little bit iffy in the beginning, but they came through at the end, did what they needed to do. But with that being said, we're going to hop into the draft here for game number 2 here. Let's go ahead and pull that up for all you wonderful folks at home. And we did switch sides. Glacial Carnage will be on blue side now, and CB Starlight will be on the red side now. And it looks like here we have for the draft, they are flying through it. It's going to be the same, or a little bit different. We have Swain, Shyvana, and Olaf coming in from Glacial Carnage. We have the Gwen, the Zeri, and the Hecarim coming in from CB Starlight. So pretty similar bans that we've seen from round number 1. Only difference there being is the Olaf, actually, so they didn't want to give that one up. But now we do see the Senna still open. So let's see if they're going to go ahead and maybe pick a traditional ADC. Maybe not. Who knows? With the Wukong being picked up one more time. Yes, they do. Just like that. And Wukong being picked up as the first pick here from Glacial Carnage, along with Senna being picked up here as the first pick. And another Seraphine also going to CB Starlight. So we see a lot of the similar picks, bans, coming in from both sides right now. Let's see if Glacial also changes it up a little bit. If they go ahead, Kai'Sa is open as well. I don't know if that's one thing that they went ahead and were wanting to get, and they just didn't want them to have a comfort pick on the side of Glacial Carnage. But now that they have the first round,
Vygar,
they might be able to do. Ooh, the infinite scaling Vygar. Do like that. And then Primus's Nautilus is also going to get picked up as well.
Where are you? Primus, stop playing on the enemy team, on Glacial Carnage's team. Every single time I see a Nautilus, I'm just gonna think it's Primus at all times.
It is. I mean, that's just Primus in a Glacial Carnage skin, by the way.
Right.
So
right.
It is going to be interesting. A little bit different than we've seen here in game number 1. I do like different play styles as well. You know, change the champs up a little bit, changes the tactics up a little bit. Let's see, another Ari.
What is DN with Ari? No.
Yep.
No, it's probably good because the Vygar baby cage. I just thought of a horrible thing that the Nautilus and the Vygar can do. Baby cage into dredge line.
Absolutely.
Oh.
Put up the cage, pull them right into the dredge line, vice versa. I mean, there's a lot going on the side of Glacial Carnage right now. So let's see if they're able to go ahead and pull out the victory. We might get a game 3. We might not. We'll have to see here. But it looks like the Malphite and the Volibear are going to get banned out from Glacial Carnage in the second round of bans. And we have the Camille and the Lilia being banned out from CB Starlight here for their second round as well.
Kai'Sa's still up. Kai'Sa's still up. No.
Kai'Sa is still up. I was going to say Volibear, but that is not true. Volibear is not up. Aatrox also still up as well. So we are looking for probably a top. And it looks like the
Mundo.
Been a little while since we've seen him, but with the durability changes, you already know that Mundo does what he pleases, even more so now. So we will see how that goes.
This is gonna be funny. Oh, they give Silas again for probably
Haitani.
Haitani, and Haitani's probably maybe just hovering it, probably just playing mind games. You don't know because CB Starlight still has some great Starlight
Tristana?
No. CB Starlight has great ultimates to steal. I mean, the Spirit Rush, Encore, the Mundo ultimate, and also the Senna ultimate. Those are still very big. Those help the team and also help you.
Right.
So I don't know. Maybe they might pick the Tristana here. Are they gonna pick the Tristana here? They are.
I was
They
gonna
might.
say I think they will because having the Vigar in the mid lane, Sylas in the top lane, and Wukong in the jungle would be a pretty solid. Oh my God! Never mind.
Whoa!
Never mind. I was gonna say having a Tristana Nautilus is a very formidable bot lane here. You know, mentioned earlier by Leonidas, he said that Lulu Kog'Maw super big right now, but they kind of said not exactly the highest tier pick for this patch. Still solid, but not for the playstyle that Glacial Carnage is wanting to go for here in game number 2. And
The
then
fat man himself, the Gragas, is in the
last
house.
but not least, the Gragas here. Yes, I do like that. And predictions are live, so go ahead and let us know who you all think is going to win game number 2. Currently, CB Starlight leads the series. It's a best of 3, 1-0 over Glacial Carnage here. And yes, Lupul, break it down.
Yes.
Who do you think is going to win game number 2 here based off of this draft now?
Okay, so I'm honestly thinking that it's going to be a Vigar Nautilus bot lane. If that's the case, then both Senna and Seraphine are going to be also in the bot lane, but they can play very safe. They have the poke, they have the range. As long as they don't get hit by that dredge line, they'll be perfectly fine. For the mid lane, it's probably going to be another matchup between the Ahri and Sylas. But
Right.
the one true change is I think Wukong's still in the jungle. Gragas is going to be matching jungle for CB Starlight. And the Mundo versus Aurelia. Now, Aurelia level 3 beats Mundo. But again, I do have to say, if CB Starlight gets to that 30-minute mark again, if we see another game hit that 30-minute mark, like I said last time, it's going to be a giant turnaround.
Yes.
The Mundo is going to get tankier. The Gragas is going to get tankier. The Senna is going to have that range. The Ahri is going to start blowing people up. But I have to say the same thing for Glacial Carnage.
Right.
Nautilus is a very formidable tank. Aurelia can jump to the backline to try to get both Seraphine and Senna. And the Wukong can also dive with. Same thing with the Sylas. But Vigar is just going to be there poking down the tanks. Because those stacks, I think it's every 50 stacks, that W cooldown gets lower and lower. So they don't want to wait out the game on CB Starlight, but neither does Glacial Carnage. So both sides are probably just going to try to win it. But I'm going to go with the Glacial Carnage. The reason being is because I'm a huge fan of Vigar. The stacking is harder than Nasus, but also you have the poke. So I'm going in favor of Glacial Carnage.
Aha. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. For simplicity reasons, I am also going with Glacial Carnage because I want to see a game 3. I want this to go all the way to the fullest extent. I need Glacial Carnage to step up. I need them to go ahead and lock down this game number 3. I'm a selfish caster. It's been a while since I've been here, and I am wanting this more than anything in the world right now. So I think they have the capabilities. They have, you know, like you said, they have the scaling coming in from Vigar. They have a lot going on. You know, they have the Nautilus. They have great CC coming in from Glacial Carnage. On the other hand, though, I am a little bit worried about them because, once again, they have that AP carry. Now, it's not just any AP carry, though. This isn't like the same thing as a Ziggs AP carry, okay? This is a infinite scaling Vigar carry. It is going to be a Vigar ADC, Irelia top, Wukong in the jungle, and it is going to be Sylas in the mid lane with Nautilus as support. Same thing coming in from the side of CB Starlight. We have Gragas in the top lane. It's going to be Mundo jungle, actually. Ahri in the mid lane. Senna coming in for ADC. And then Seraphine. I am very worried about that Senna ADC, though, over Vigar. It's going to be a matter of who's going to be able to get to that scaling first. But I think Mundo, being Mundo, he's going to be able to walk through the baby cage, so there's nothing that they can do to stop that at first. The only problem is that they have a lot of CC from the side of Glacial Carnage. So, yeah, he may be able to get through one of it, but he can't get through all of it. So it is going to be very interesting. Predictions are live for all you wonderful folks at home, so please drop your channel points in the chat. Who do you think is going to win game number 2 here? Is it going to be CB Starlight? Are they going to 2-0 the whole series over Glacial Carnage? Or is Glacial Carnage going to go ahead and come back and get a game number 3 out of this and avenge themselves? Who knows? We'll have to check it out in a little bit. But before we go to a intermission here with the cooldown and the lovely graphics that you all know and love so much, I'm going to play a quick little ad for us real quick from our... yeah, be careful, headphones users. It is a little bit loud, but it is going to be from Pro Comps once again. So I'm going to go ahead and play that right now for you folks. One moment.
Everybody, panic. Hold on. I'm about to say something really cool. 3, 41, 9, and lift off! No one dies screaming without me. I feel like I forgot to shoot something. You're starting to bore me. She's such a loser, always ready to cry. Ah, come on. What's the worst that could happen?
All right, thank you very much once again, ProComps, for sponsoring. Being powered by them definitely has helped my casting in general, and I know it'll definitely help you guys out as well. Go ahead, check out the link below, and give them a check out. Love it, absolutely cannot be without them, especially in my games and league as well. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and cut it to a short little intermission while we get set up here for game number 1 in the in-game delay and all that good stuff that comes along with it. Do not go anywhere, though. We'll be right back with a lot of action. Your boy Rylionn, and of course Lupul here. Don't be back. Don't go anywhere. Definitely be back. right, welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. It is your boy Rylionn and Lupul here, bringing you the magic that is the Mythic Esports Dreamshatter series. That is going to be Glacial Carnage versus CB Starlight. Glacial Carnage will be on blue side this time. CB Starlight will be on red. And it looks like we have some spicy five-man action coming once again.
Run.
Yeah, he has guts to get out of there, and I think he started with his dash, so that way he can make it over the wall in time there. But, smart move. Smart man.
Very
knows what's
smart
good for him.
Yeah. I mean, death is not a good color on anybody, just saying.
Right. Oh, hold on one second. What is DN? Is stepping up a little bit too far here. Might force to flash. Yes.
Yeah.
Forced to flash there. What is DN? Definitely didn't want to get caught out by the Hyob hook there. That is for certain. But yeah, that's going to be a very, very big advantage for the side of Glacial Carnage here. So I would expect Hunter to go ahead and gank, or at least a roam by Hyob as well, into the mid lane there onto what is the end. But we'll see as time persists what they're going to do with that little 5-minute flash advantage that they have. So very nice. But yeah, going, you said you had a few little tidbits that you wanted to bring up here for the game here in regards to Senna.
So Senna's last game that we saw last night was a insane little thing, because the Senna started scaling so hard with the new patch changes. The percentage of these souls dropping went higher. So the scaling of Senna passive is just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. And I know that the durability changes are kind of like a thing, but Senna doesn't have to build crit. It can just build lethality, and the crit is passively stacked from the thing. As for top lane, I expect that it's just going to look like this until about level 4. I'm so sorry about that. There we go. That better? There we go. But yeah, no, the top lane Pillagewater, I honestly thought Pillagewater was going to take the Mundo, but Gragas is going to have a bit of a harder time with Aurelia, unless once level 6 hits and Molinax gets a little too overstepped, that Gragas ultimate is just going to start doing that. The explosive cast is just going to hit him straight into that turret, and just the CC chain begins.
Agreed, agreed. Oh, come on, get out of here.
Here we go.
Yep, hold on one second. What is DN is getting caught out completely. I'm sorry, I have this damn notification up on my fucking screen. I knew that was going to happen. There we go. Sorry about that, everybody. Not sure what happened. Thanks, Windows. But anyways, what is DN is going to go ahead and fall in the first blood. Is going to be picked up by Haitani there in the mid lane. Love to see it. Love the action.
You called it. There was going to be a gank from Hunter onto what is DN, so I mean,
Absolutely.
It might be. Uh-oh. Repeat. Repeat.
Yep, repeat gang. That's what you do. You teleport right back into the lane and you die again. That's what happens. I mean, when you don't have flash, that is just not the move that you want to be making at all. That is for certain. It's unfortunate, but that is the move. So great job from the side of Glacial Carnage taking advantage of the chaos. It's just unfortunate for what is DN, who just stepped right back into it, and they even bought the Dark Seal as their first back, and that is not looking like a great one.
They have to, and it's one of those things. I think they're trying to. I think Quest is trying to help Pillagewater shove in this wave as quickly as possible, trying to get that back going, because Pillagewater is out of potions, and Quest is just going to punish Mullen straight into that large minion wave that you see there. Bot lane, by the way, on the side of Glacial Carnage, did not take any heal.
Again.
But on the side of CB Starlight, Noah took the heal this time. So, bit of a summoner spell difference, but Cleanse is on the side of on young Adrian. So, this is going to be one of those games that I do suggest Cleanse is being taken.
Oh yeah.
Especially if what is DN is going to start killing you again with a charm.
Not gonna lie, I'm surprised that they didn't have a cleanse picked up from the side of CB Starlight, due to all of the CC that they have. But I guess it's not worth it when you have a huge CC chain that is, you know, the dredge line, you know, the baby cage, all of it. And hold on one second, Pillagewater getting pummeled a little bit by here. Molinax onto the top side. But unless Molinax can get this early advantage, Irelia is not going to be as effective late game as Gragas will be. So, you know, it's definitely going to be imperative that he gets these early kills, that Hunter either focuses the top side, tries to get him ahead, just like he did into the mid lane there, or if Molin can go ahead and pick up a solo kill on their own. So, we'll find out, though.
I mean, if we look at it, Pillagewater did take Unsealed Spellbook. So Pillagewater will have so much maneuverability.
Early Dragon already being picked up by Hunter as well. The Clouds, Drake is going to be picked up. So we're not going to see a Cloud Soul, unfortunately, this time. The Ocean is going to be the next one here. So that is going to leave us open for either a Hextech, a Mountain, or an Infernal. 3 really spicy dragons here.
Oh.
Hunter Wolf, though, I know what is DN really wanted to try to take advantage of something there, but nice move from Hunter to go ahead and cover his friend as he was a little bit low on health there. But great moves, great moves. Love to see it.
Also, I do want to point out that they are not doing bad in the bot lane as much as they're getting poked out by Young Adrian. Young Adrian looking at 36 stacks on Phenomenal Evil Power, and unfortunately Daydream only has 19 stacks of Absolution. So it's gonna start. It's looking like a very slow game. They want to. I know Daydream's not the AD carry, but needs to start getting that poke down. The Baby Cage Dreadshine combo is stopping a lot of it.
Yeah, it's kind of difficult because until they get that range, Nautilus is always going to be a threat. But what they did to, you know, lock down the security of the CC there is Young Adrian's Baby Cage, because the range on that is stupid ridiculous. Not to mention, Hyop can just walk through that whenever they want to, walk up and auto. I mean, it's just an insane amount of CC. Not to mention Hunter, whenever they hit level 6 there, it'd be able to knock people up twice. I mean, it's just going to be a good time for Glacial Carnage, absolutely.
That's if CP Starlight lets them get to that team fight moment.
That's true. That is true. Because early game, last game, we did see Glacial Carnage was ahead, and CB Starlight really came from behind there. Now, they had at their advantage the tanks. This time, they still have, you know, more tanks, Gragas, Mundo, but they don't have the Tom Kench. They don't have the set with the true damage either. So, the only thing I really fear, though, on the side of Glacial Carnage is the Irelia pick. If she doesn't get ahead, she's just going to have a very, very hard time. She's going to be good for squishies later on, but if she can't hop onto the back line, what's she supposed to do?
Level 6 gets picked up by side of Glacial Carnage in the bot lane. I don't know if Daydream wants to be there. Okay, never mind. Doesn't get nuked by the Control-Alt-Delete button.
Thank God. Yeah. Primordial Burst is not that effect. I mean, it's a good move, don't get me wrong. Goes off of percentage health damage, or percentage health missing as well. So, you know, the lower you are, the more damage it's going to do. But I also like the fact that they are picking up these wards. I like the effort coming in from Glacial Carnage to get these deep wards in. But hold on one second. Quest is going to single-handedly take out, but it looks like Hyob and Hunter are both going to make their way up there as well. The flash is not available for Quest at the current moment in time. Does pick up the Rift Herald, though. Nice move coming in, but Haitani actually stops him before he can pick up the Rift Herald. That was big. That was huge. Even though they didn't pick it up, still a great move coming in from the side of Glacial Carnage. Great job stopping that.
It was great. Outsmiting, number 1. That's a great thing to do. The 50-50 smite was going, I think, against Quest and Hunter, but still was able to... Wow. What is DN just stopping Hyob from backing? Great. Just making that a bit more annoying for...
Alright, third time's a charm. Third time's a charm. I'm not going to stand in the same bush with the same Q range, or nah?
Nah. What is DN is going to let him back this time?
Maybe.
No,
he did.
He did. It was great. I like it.
I love the roams from Hyob this series so far. Like, Hyob is doing a phenomenal job last game and this game with these roams, trying to secure these jungle objectives. Yeah.
Boots of Swiftness picked up, so. Jeez.
Yeah, Haitani's just so much further ahead than what is DN. Those 2 early kills being picked up here. And I know it went to Hunter and Haitani, not that Haitani had both. But now that Haitani was also able to pick up the kill on the Quest in that Baron pit there, it's just, what is DN is just having a horrible time right now.
A complete 180 from what they were dealing with last game.
That is true. Very true. And you
Can't
know,
step up too far.
Nope, not yet. I mean, Quest is there to go ahead and try to provide some kind of support, but what is DN is really having to stick to it by themselves right now, because when you're that far behind, I don't think it's worth. It's just like, okay, try to play as safe as possible. Do not step up. We'll drop wards when we can. But where would you want Quest? If you were on the side of CB, where would you want Quest to be focusing? Gragas or the bot lane?
What is DN actually? Not either one of those, because the
Hold on
Gragas
a
is
second. The
doing
explosive
very well.
cast is going to go off into the top lane here. Molinax is getting slowed down by Pillagewater here. Quest also making his way. All right, spell immune though to the stun. Very nice look. There goes the ultimate. Is it going to be enough though? No, the belly bounce is going to go ahead and stop them in their tracks, and Pillagewater picks up the kill onto Molinax. So here we go. I mean, he's ahead by about 20 farm at the moment, so one kill isn't going to be the end of the world. But Haitani also roaming up to the top lane, gets a nice little trophy to the face there, and backs off. So, nice move coming in. Yeah, that's 1 Q, and not even any items yet.
Fair and balanced champion, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't notice this also, but Quest also took Unsealed Spellbook, so there's a lot of different summoner spells flying around on the side of CB Starlight.
Okay.
It's gonna be a fun in the sun again for them.
Right.
And then Pillagewater, I know that explosive cask was very questionable, but I think making sure that they had to use that Molinax had to use whatever they had to use, because their Ignite's down now. Molinax can't really do too much against Pillagewater, and Pillagewater has the Everfrost.
True.
So with that Everfrost, it's going to hurt. There's going to be so much CC.
That is true. I mean, it's going to be a pretty good lockdown for, Molinax. So, used to hopping around, used to getting in and out really quick, but like you said, the slows and the potential stun as well is going to be a little bit of an issue here. And young Adrian also getting rooted by Noah Talk. Haitani and Hunter both, waiting on the flanks just in case. 3 minutes till the mountain. Is this an actual mountain dragon, or is this the bug where it's Hex Texel?
No, this is actually Mountain Dragon.
Okay, thank you. Oh, hold on one moment. A little bit of a hiccup here. But do not worry. Sometimes these things do fix themselves pretty quickly. Let's go ahead. Just in case that you guys don't have to, worry about
screen.
Yeah, looking at that screen. We're going to go ahead and switch it to our lovely faces. Oops, I keep on doing that with the damn ad.
Hold on.
My bad.
I'ma
My
say
bad.
something cool.
You guys don't need the ad. We've already played it once. That's all they get. You know what I mean?
Oh, here we go. We're back.
Oh, and we're back into it. Sorry, everybody. Let's go ahead. We're right back into the action there. My bad.
Oh,
And do not worry. Yeah, it's an in-game delay, not your internet. Don't worry, we are still definitely here. A little bit of a hiccup. That was my fault. But that is okay. We're back in it here in just a few moments. This is just an in-game delay that League does whenever there's a pause. Lasts like 45 minutes, it feels like sometimes, but...
There we go. Now we're back into it.
There we are.
But I honestly believe that you were wondering where Quest should be putting all his efforts. What is DN is going to be needs the help more than anything else, because the rest of the lanes are doing pretty well, especially with Daydream and Noah Talk playing on the disadvantage with young Adrian and Hyob.
Absolutely.
They're still playing very well. They haven't really died at all. Not giving young Adrian any stacks. Pretty much 90 stacks on the phenomenal evil power, and for Daydream we're looking at 45 absolution stacks. So it's starting to the stack pickup is starting to happen more and more for the side of Daydream, but I don't think Quest wants to be here.
Yeah, no, not at all. Hyob unfortunately misses the dredge line. Oh, very nice ultimate coming in from the backline. Haitani trying to do what he can to keep his bud alive here, but Quest is going to fall. Unfortunately, Haitani So big right now, 3-0-1. Also picked up the mythic item as well. What is DN? Forced to use a Spirit Rush to get out of there, but to no avail. They are only 4-1 right now, but only a 200 gold difference between the two. So even though they're down in kills, still doing a really good job right now, you know, gold-wise. And with that also being said, first tower is going to go on over to CB Starlight, and Noatak's going to continue pushing out the bot lane there.
Like I said, Daydream and Noatak are just going to have to play the very, very safe bot lane play to make sure that they don't die off. Now, what is the end? There's going to be a lot of people moving around inside that baby cage sooner or later. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, hold on one second. Hyob is going to go ahead and make his way to the top side here. Nice. Dredge line's going to land. All right, there goes the follow-up stun from Molinax as well. The ultimate's going to get popped. Flashes over the wall, but another flash to follow suit, and Molinax gets his first kill of the game. And that is pretty big. Not going to lie. Definitely needs everything that they can get. Great job from Hyob in the top lane there. Once again, the roams are just so good from Hyob. I mean, I cannot say that enough. I don't think supports get enough, you know, recognition. And so Hyob being able to do what they do. Rift Herald also being popped into the top lane there. So they're going to go ahead and match 1-for-1 right now in terms of towers. And then the dragon will be up here. That's going to be 1 of 3 potential for Mountain. 4 if you're on the side of CB Starlight. Well, hold on one second. Quest is going to go ahead and be immune.
Wrong spot.
Yeah, I know. He's face checking these things. I know you're Mundo and he goes where he pleases, but you got to be a little bit, you know, concerned.
Ooh, they're just pulling the trigger right here.
Yes, they are.
I don't know if this is a great idea because Pilgewater is still not there. Does not have teleport, even though it's spellbook.
Wait, Pilgewater has smite. I just noticed that.
Spellbook.
Yeah, I know. So he doesn't have the teleport at his disposal, like you said. Ooh, what is Deanne getting a lot of sick damage on Hyob there. Getting poked down quite heavily. I think they might need to give this one up. The Encore's going to land only onto, and Red Team, yes, is going to go ahead and pick it up. Hunter almost getting taken down. Yes, does get taken down. It's going to be one member down for the side of Glacial Carnage. It doesn't matter. There goes the Dredge line onto the back line here. Hyob doing what he can. Sorry for the little lag there. Doesn't matter. What is DN? Forced to pop the stopwatch as well, but that is going to be it for them, I believe. No! Oh, yeah, it is going to be it. I was going to say that's a really good flash as well, along with the charm, but not enough. That's going to be 2 for 1 in favor of CB Starlight, and they pick up the Mountain Dragon. Kind of big, but
very big.
Still, not getting the kill onto Haitani here, which is going to be very important. A 400 gold shutdown would be pretty big right now, especially for Daydream.
Daydream would need that, but does have the Umbral Grave to help out. Haitani really wants to keep fighting Quest, though. I mean, there needs to be a bit more heal cut, but it does look like Noatak is working on that Chemtech Putrefier because they did identify that there needs to be more heal cut on their team. Oh,
Molinax waiting. Yep, there it is. There goes the stun. But it doesn't matter. The Everfrost is going to go ahead and stop him for just a moment. The ultimate is going to get popped as well. Molinax going hard in the paint, harder than Shaq did in the early 2000s. Dear God. And that is going to be another kill picked up by Molinax. I love to see it, man. And this is the kind of Irelia play that I wish I was capable of doing. But sadly, I am just an innocent bystander in this matchup. And, whoo, love to see it. Love to see it. 7-3.
We like to see things that we cannot do, but we wish we can do. You know what I mean?
Oh, I do. Oh, I do.
For 800 gold difference going on the side for its Glacial Carnage. Like I said, probably when the 30-minute mark hits again, it's gonna become a repeat of last game. But that's if Haitani does not decide to start going crazy.
That's true. And I mean, he also has at his disposal, oh my god, I can't talk now. At his disposal, thank you. All the ultimates, including Quest here. And hold on one second, we have Haitani. He's going to go in and take the Spirit Rush as well. What is DN? Just cannot catch a break this game at all. And that is going to be another kill that goes on over to Hunter. And that's going to be 4 deaths now for What is DN. I mean, no vision, stepping up with no tower either. Like, you can't be split pushing like you could last game, my friend. You do not have the same kind of capabilities as you did in game number 1.
Hunter steals that red
Oh, yes, he did. Nice smite going on over. And hold on 1 second. Spell Immune picked up by Quest. Haitani and Hunter now on the ropes. It's going to be a 3v2, but no, they're able to make it out of there just in time. Before the remainder of the squad shows up. Yob is showing up here. And hold on 1 second. Teleport, yeah, coming into the bot lane here. Pilgewater finds himself in a little bit of trouble, but it doesn't matter. Hold on 1 second. 4v1 in the Quest isn't going to be enough. There goes the shield, and the ultimate Daydream also going to be showing up as well. Primordial Burst getting popped a little bit too early. Molinax gets a kill actually in the bot lane in a 2v1 situation. There goes the Encore. Are we going to get popped? Adrian is going to go ahead and get the kill onto Daydream. Oh my goodness, it's going to be 2 members down for CB Starlight, and Glacial Carnage is just doing what they can. Teleport from Pilgewater going to try to show up. Hunter Wolf is on the run right now, but Haitani is going to lure them. They are wanting that booty and that bouncy a little bit too much, a little bit too hard. They're going to find themselves overstepping a little bit. Adrian is going to pick up another kill here. Quest forced to flash away. Noatak has no support, no mana, and another kill given on over to Hunter.
Oh, they're pulling the trigger on the Baron.
Oh, they are. Meanwhile, you do have Mullen as well going to be pushing out the bot lane. I love everything that Glacial Carnage is doing right now. And at the rate that we're going right now, Lupul, looks like we might have a game 3.
Yeah, I would not doubt that. 168 stacks on Phenomenal Power. Yeah, and young Adrian's starting to hit like a truck. And also, Haitani does have a 10 Dark Seal stacks. Daydream. Oh, yeah. And then also Daydream only has 74 stacks on Absolution.
Ooh, insane. How many stacks on Absolution on Senna?
74.
And for Vigar, one more time?
169.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure I heard those words correctly, because that's insane. And hold on 1 second, a nice root's going to be landing on Hia, but I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. Quest, ooh, nice cleaver is going to go ahead and land into Hunter Wolf's face. Good poking damage as well before this dragon's going to be set up. This is where they start to falter a little bit on the side of Glacial Carnage. They're just finding themselves in these choke points that really are going to be pivotal for CB Starlight. So, let's see here real quick. If they're going to go ahead and pull the trigger, just like you said, the Encore is going to go ahead and land onto just 2 members, though, of CB Starlight. Onto the back line, though. Very nice. Haitani is going to go ahead and pick up a kill along with Mullen as well. It's going to be 2 members down for the side of CB Starlight. Pilgewater trying to do what he can. Double kill now, giving on over to Molinax, making the way to Quest as well. That's going to be another one. Young Adrian takes that one with the Primordial Burst, and that's going to be the 3rd dragon. They are probably going to go ahead and pick up the Baron as well after that, but they are just looking unstoppable right now, Lupul. They are looking so good, my friend.
They are looking great, actually. It's kind of a big mental reset for them.
Huge. I mean, right now, you're on the side of CB Starlight. What can we do? 16-3. We're down by about 5.3k gold. I mean, none of our carries have any kind of kills whatsoever. Is there anything we can do?
You could, to be honest, you could make sure that their roaming is 5. So being able to separate them, so getting them one at a time. Young Adrian's one of the big damage dealers, but so is Molinax. Now, when it comes down to it, Haitani is a big factor in this also, so they need to make sure they try to burst down Haitani, but Haitani is starting to get tankier and tankier, and also being able to pick up, get all that damage going out of nowhere and playing Ring Around the Rosie with what is DN. DN doesn't have the damage that they had at last game.
True. Extremely true. I mean, he has 1 item right now in the process of building a Void Staff, if I'm not mistaken. That's what that builds into. But I mean, look at Mullen. Has the Immortal Shield Bow. Has Blade of the Ruined King. Divine Sunderer. Along with the Black Cleaver as well. Like, every member has almost 2 items except for Hia, because he's support. He doesn't get the kind of gold income that everybody else gets. Even though he's 0-11, by the way. Insanity.
It's just, it has to do with just the positioning difference, and to also make sure that you don't die to anything that would literally hurt you. But oh, sorry. But it's one of those things where we just have to make sure that CB Starlight has to make sure that they don't overstep their bounds, because one overstep could mean the end of the game.
That's true.
Because they lose one player, they lose everything.
That is very true, but hold on 1 second. Hyab's gonna go ahead and flash forward. He wants the big man Pilgewater himself. And let's see if we're gonna go ahead and have a 5v5. Oh, the dash in. I don't know what Pilgewater was going for on that one here at all. Molinax still finds themselves in a 2v1 situation, but we've seen him in this situation before. Let's see if he's gonna be able to survive. The rest of Glacial Carnage, though, making the way onto the bot lane. And yeah, Hatani is a god themselves. Hunter Wolf is going to go ahead and take him down. That's going to be 4 members down for CB Starlight. And I think that might be it, my friend. They're going to go ahead and take down the inhibitor in the bot lane. They have the Baron. They have the capabilities. A 25-minute game for game number 2 here so far. 1 Nexus Tower, followed by a 2nd Nexus Tower, followed by a Nexus more than likely. And Lupul, This is going to be it. I get my wish. I get the game 3 that I so desperately wanted. I love it here. Oh, I love this.
I know you do. I know you do. I know you love it when we go to game 3.
Oh, my God.
It's such a nice feel whenever we have a game 3, and it just makes it seem like, hey, these teams can actually showcase what the hell they can do.
Absolutely. Absolutely. If you guys want to make another wish come true, drop $1,000 in my Cash App. That'd be great.
Oh, that would be nice for me too. Yes, please.
If not, I'll take a game 3 as well. You know what I mean? But let's go ahead, though. I'm going to cut it to a short little intermission while we get set up for game number 3. Please do not go anywhere. We have definitely one more banger game in this best of 3 series. It is even currently 1-1, and I cannot wait to go ahead and bring you game number 3. Give us a few moments, though. We'll be right back.
From the days of the early suns, through worlds of lost belief, laid waste and buried deep. Summer to be set up to fall. But there's no fear that lives inside this soul. Inside
There we go. All right, welcome back, all of you wonderful, wonderful people. Almost got my own ass that time by meeting myself, but it's all right. Didn't do it. Didn't allow it to happen. But yes, it is your boy Rylionn and Lupul here, and I am so stoked. I know Lupul is as well. Game number 3, CB Starlight versus Glacial Carnage. Absolute banger. Game number 1 was like a 43 minute game number 1.
Yeah.
25-minute game number 2. So let's see what game number 3 has. If it's this continued trend, it's going to be like a 7-minute game. But I highly doubt that's going to happen. So
I don't know.
I'm
Maybe.
excited for it. It could happen. You're not wrong. It could very well happen. But I anticipate, at least like a 20-30 minute game. And after this, for all the Mythic people, we do have a game night happening tonight as well, hosted by the most wonderful, most lovely Mustard Cat herself. I will be going. Lupul will be going. I think a lot of other people will be there, so definitely check us out. Also, check out
BYOB.
Below. Oh yeah, definitely BYOB, 100%. And we'll be playing a little bit of games of Jackbox and a few other things as well. So definitely like that. But getting back into the series here, I mean, this was an absolute banger game 1, banger game 2. I mean, it was definitely flip-flopped, in terms of, like you said, mental reset there for Glacial Carnage. They did everything right that time, 100% from beginning to end. And let's just see if they can continue that momentum in game number 2, or if this time CB Starlight's going to go ahead and have the mental reset and take it over. Because, if I'm not mistaken, leading into week number 3, Glacial Carnage had not lost a single game at all, if I'm not mistaken.
Let me double check on that for you.
With that being said as well, they already started draft without us. Let's go ahead, hop right into that for you wonderful folks at home. And let's go ahead, pull that up. It looks like we have the same bands, Heckram and Gwen coming in from CB Starlight. This time we have the Tom Kench, as we saw in game number 1, getting removed here along with the Swain. They definitely do not want to allow that Swain for CB Starlight. And, I mean, there was a few really imperative, pivotal champions that were selected in game number 2. And I don't want to say anything just yet because I don't want to give any kind of, like, indication as to what they could or should be doing. So we'll see what they go ahead and do
They're going
here.
to keep up the Aurelia. The Aurelia didn't get banned the first round, so I don't know if they're going to be keeping that going
we'll
or
see.
not.
We will definitely see. Zeri is sticking with the Zeri bans as well, so they definitely do not want to see that.
They don't.
And the Shyvana. So, a lot of similar bans that we've seen in the first 2 games. I mean, we haven't seen them play these roles, or except for the Tom. We haven't really got to see these other champions being played, but I definitely think that those are pretty good bans. But like you said, Irelia, way up there for Mullen.
They're comfort picks for their for both Hunter, the Hecarim's comfort pick, and for Axe, that's Gwen, and then for young Adrian, that's Zeri. So I understand they don't want them to get their comfort picks, but at the same time, this is the reason why League of Legends only gives people 5 champions on to ban with every single round. Like
Exactly.
if you ban the wrong champion, like you can make sure you come in with a game plan, but at the end of the day, you might have to change that game plan just so that you have a better time with the game.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better myself. And Senna actually not being picked up by Glacial Carnage. I know that was a ban that CB Starlight had in round number 1. They picked up Senna in game number 2, and now they're getting picked up once again by Glacial Carnage this time. So let's see if young Adrian is able to go ahead and pull out the Senna, and let's see what they can do with it, because he got banned game number 1 and got picked game number 2. This time he finally was able to secure that. Volibear also getting locked in once again for CB Starlight.
Yes.
Really good pick in round number 1. And now the Victor, the Wookiee special, coming in from CB Starlight in the mid lane more than likely. So we'll definitely see. We'll definitely see.
There we go. This is like you had a good game on Ari. You tried you shot your shot for the second game. Didn't go very well. So change tactics. It's a good idea. I mean, I hope What is DN had a big mental reset during that break, because I'm honestly, it's kind of depressing when you have a solid game to begin with, and then all of a sudden you go into game number 2 and you just get shut down so hard.
I mean, it was the repeated ganks, like the teleport, the unfortunate teleport right back into lane, only to be followed up perfectly by Hunter. I mean, that could not have been any better executed from the side of Glacial Carnage there. And then the second round of bans, we have the Lilia ban once again coming in from CB Starlight. And then we have the Irelia. Yep.
There you go.
Banned out from Glacial Carnage there. And then the Caitlyn and the Malphite is going to be banned out from CB Starlight. So, Kassadin. Cast a win come level 16. Let's see if they're able to do it. I mean, Victor into Kassadin, I know you're a jungle player, but I mean, in this matchup, who are you favoring? And we don't see a lot of Kassadin plays in general, but I definitely like to say whenever he's on the Rift, he's definitely a problem.
I would honestly say if the game goes in favor how What is DN wants to, getting the CS, getting the kills, roaming it, Quest coming in for a couple ganks to help get that passive stack, that will make Victor a bigger thing. And by the way, on Coom, this is patch 12.11, so this is the most current patch, but it all just depends on how this goes. We see a Gangplank in a Rel. Okay, yeah. The only other person I know that plays Rel is Mustard Cat.
That's true.
That is the only other person I know that actually plays Rel. And
Ooh, Tygoon. I got Gatorade, but
I mean, I don't have any water at the moment. I mean, give me a second. Let me see. This is full of water. This is full of sweet tea, so I'm gonna steal this from my fiance's table.
There you go.
There you go. I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
That's what fiancés are for. Just to steal the beverages.
And we see a Camille top lane. Okay.
Ooh, Okay, I
Ooh.
mean, they did get banned out the first 2 games, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, Camille banned from CB Starlight, and no Camille banned the first game, but the second game we definitely saw the Camille ban, and now getting picked up here. I went ahead and put the predictions up for you all as well, so definitely let us know with your channel points who you think is going to win. This is a best of 3. This is for all the marbles. CB Starlight, Glacial Carnage, 1-1, Lupul. You got to pick one. Who are we going with?
CB. All right. All right. I have to say CB. The reason why I say CB. We had a bit of an issue with the loading screen into there, but we'll get that figured out. The reason why I choose CB is because they have some weird picks, but I think it works on the side of CB to make it go. Oh, oops.
Oh. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and remake the lobby real quick, but continue.
Yep.
Go ahead.
But honestly, with that being said, I think that with all those picks, we see a Seraphine, we see the Volibear, what? I'm sorry. I'm forgetting names. Quest has the Volibear again. But the thing is, Hunter also has the Wukong. All right, cool. And then young Adrian has the Senna God, I'm blanking on names again. But their support does have the Nautilus again, so it's all just going to be based off that. But where the fireworks will truly fly is the mid lane, because we have seen one of those going on, and we've seen Victor actually pop off really, really hard later on into the game, but we haven't seen a Kassadin yet. So I want to see fireworks fly in this game. I want to see it get spicy. Not another 40-minute game. Just kidding. I don't really care how long this game goes. Casting is our love.
Right.
But we want to see everything go properly. We want to see how these teams will actually play out, because CB Starlight chooses to go no AD carry this time, and I think that works for them for game 1. And I think they'll be able to get through it.
Okay. No, that's fair enough, but I'm actually going to go with the opposite. I'm going to actually go in favor of Glacial Carnage here. They just have a lot of scaling champions. Kassadin, they have Senna, Camille as well into the Gangplank is going to be a little bit of an iffy matchup, but I definitely think Glacial Carnage has a very nice, well-rounded team right now. Not to mention the ultimates that are going to be just literally all over the place. You have the depth charge coming in from Nautilus onto the back line. You have Senna, who's going to have the nice scaling effect with her souls as well. Not to mention the Camille. She's able to separate everybody, and you cannot get out at all. So she's going to be able to single-handedly just target individuals and get onto the back line. Along with the Wukong, it's going to be double back line, and I just see this being a huge, huge problem for CB Starlight. We saw last game that they were just faltering. They were not able to just have any cohesiveness whatsoever, and I think that we're going to see the same thing happen for them. Glacial Carnage, early ganks coming in from Hunter, so they're definitely going to have to look out for those. But I expect to see a lot of that coming in for Glacial Carnage again. So I'm going to go in favor of them, but let us know who you all think is going to win game number 3. Once again, this is for all the marbles. CB Starlight is going to be on blue side. Glacial Carnage will be on red side here. And yeah, I mean, this is how it was in game number 1. Glacial Carnage ended up falling when they were on the red side. It was very close, though. Definitely was not one-sided. Game 2, very one-sided in Glacial Carnage's favor. But I don't know. It's gonna be very interesting. And
I can tell you one name that'll make you change your mind most likely, because this one person can nuke almost all the squishies that are on
gameplay
on Glacial Carnage. Yep, there you go. You already know. Let's see it. Come on, Bilgewater. Let's see it. Bilgewater. Come on. You see the name. As in Bilgewater. Bilgewater. Come on. Show me something.
I mean, I can understand that, but that's if he can get the barrels onto the backline. You know, if he's able to go ahead and do all that, then sure, by all means, 100%. Only dilemma is Kassadin's able to go ahead and jump out of there. No worries at all. Same thing with Wukong. He's going to be able to dodge. Not to mention, Senna with the extended range as well. She's going to be able to take care of those little caskets a little bit. before he even has the opportunity to go ahead and make them explode. So, it's all going to be about, positioning. It's all going to be about timing as well. I'm not saying that Pilgewater couldn't do it, but I'm just saying it's going to be a little bit more difficult as the game progresses.
No, I agree. I agree.
So,
but I can't wait to see this.
And it looks like not everyone, but a majority of people are also going to be following the same thing as you. 61% right now in CB Starlight's favor, 39% for Glacial Carnage. So it is going to be interesting. I did drop about 1,500 points of my own onto Glacial Carnage.
Magic Man with the 5K going for CB Starlight, though.
Really? Magic. Okay. High roller. But yes, we're going to go ahead. I'm going to play once again another quick ad for you by our sponsors here. We are powered by ProComps. And for those of you that don't know who they are, check out our About section below. It'll bring you straight to their website. Not to mention you can get a free trial for them as well. So definitely. But let me go ahead. I'm going to play a quick ad. And
Rip headphone users yet again.
Headphone users, just be careful. One more time. We'll be right back. Hold on 1 second. Yeah, this time I turned it off, so when we come back to our pretty faces, you guys don't have to worry about it playing again. I learned from my mistakes after the 9th or 10th one, okay? So, don't yell at me.
He's got to get a mental reset per day. He only has about 3 good things that just kidding.
But yes, no, it is definitely going to be a banger series finale here. CB Starlight, Glacial Carnage, kudos to both of you folks. You guys are definitely showing up, showing out, and providing a great series for us to cast. I'm honored to have casted this game, or this series in general. But with that being said, we're going to go ahead and cut it to, once again, the last little intermission that we have while we get set up for the in-game delay and everything else like that. So do not go anywhere. You guys are wonderful folks at home, and we'll be right back. Hold on one moment. right, welcome back, all you wonderful, wonderful people. This is going to be game number 3. CB Starlight versus Glacial Carnage. CB Starlight will be on the red side. Glacial Carnage will be on blue. Nah, they stepped up a little bit too soon out of the brush there. So I'm surprised that they weren't they were expecting it, and they definitely know that it was warded. Yep, there we go. A little bit late reaction, but that is all right. Let's go ahead, though. I was hoping to see a little bit of invade, of course, like we did see, but I wanted a little bit more action or something, but that's all right.
Thank you, Space Pope, by the way. I'm going to do a quick shout-out to Space Pope in the Twitch chat. Apparently, we are going to see a Senna build that is going to hurt eyeballs. And this is not a fasting Senna lane, by the way. This is a farming Senna lane.
Ooh.
If we look closely at the items, we see a Doran's blade on the Senna, and the actual support item on Hyob. So, Hyob, you are putting a lot of faith into Boomer Adrian, but let's see how this goes.
I don't know. Hyob's been doing an amazing, amazing job this entire series. Personally, if they win, my MVP vote is going to Hyob. I mean, phenomenal, phenomenal job done by them. Along with the remainder of... I think Hunter would actually be my second choice also for MVP on the side of Glacial Carnage. But, you know, if your boys win, if CB Starlight wins, who are you leaning towards for MVP on their side?
I'm actually going to lead towards, what is DN? I'm actually, as much as or Piltwater.
Nice, threading the hook there onto Daydream. Still no level 2 yet, but young Adrian, along with Hyob, are taking advantage of the CC chain. And we have a Glacial Augment, actually, on Hyob this time, so...
Oh, like Glacial Augment on Noah Talk, too.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Spicy from both support players, huh?
This is good. Nice job, Noah Talk, for walking in front of it. That was great. Great placement right there.
Still had to jump out, though, rather than engage. Both at level 2 roughly the same time there, so... I like the reaction.
Gorilla Gangplank is going on top lane.
Noah Talk is getting super low, though. Very nice hooks coming in from Hyob the entirety of this early game here. And even though he's getting a little bit low, not as low as Noah Talk is getting. So they're going to go ahead and push it
have to
and
reset.
Go back. Yep.
Pillagewater just chunking Mullen with those grass stacks.
Yeah, hold on one second. Hunter making his way up into the top lane as well. Mullen, yep, is going to go in and engage. The orange is already going to get popped as well. The red and blue buff on Hunter. Is he going to be able to make it in time? Nope, the clone isn't being popped either. Yep, there goes the dash forward with the E. There goes the ignite as well. The flash forward. Is it going to be enough?
No, potion!
Oh
corruption
God.
potion!
Yeah,
corruption potion!
All right, the ignite and the flash being burned by the jungle and the top laner there. Still pretty imperative, and also Pillagewater burning the flash as well, so good trade, but I would say that's going to be in favor of CB Starlight's Pillagewater.
Yeah, I mean, those oranges are such a big counter to Mullen's initiate off the wall, because then he just has to eat an orange and he's perfectly fine. No CC, no nothing.
Right. And I think the roaming capabilities coming in from Haitani here are going to be a little bit more impactful than...
Oh, he came back.
What is DN? Yes, he did. Hopped right into that. Nice little stun. Hunter Wolf once again knows that there's no flash onto the top lane here. I love the constant pressure, the repeated ganks coming in, but Pillagewater is not going down without a fight. And the Pillagewater man himself does fall.
Hey, I'm gonna give him props for this, by the way. Like, he's able to still do all that damage.
Absolutely.
But I'm looking forward to when Pillagewater is able to start doing all that damage, especially with the grass proc every single time.
Oh yeah. He's just going to get a little bit tankier and tankier. And hold on one second. Nice CC combo coming in from Hyob and young Adrian. Noah Talk actually going to go ahead and jump into the back line here. Yeah, Quest is going to be flanking from the top side. Heal is going to be popped off as well. Forces the flash also. Quest is going to go ahead and flash forward. Nice.
Too close.
Look underneath tower. Takes 2 tower shots. And young Adrian picks up the kill onto Quest. A little bit too ambitious there from Quest, but that is alright. Noah
Flash.
also engaging one more time. Hyob trying to do what he can. Nice! Sustain coming in from young Adrian. He might go down.
Oh no, here comes
Hyob
Hunter.
does fall down, but yes, Hunter is there for backup as well, so that's going to be for a 2-for-1 in favor of young Adrian. Great job from Hyob locking it down, doing exactly what a support is supposed to be doing, and that's 2 kills already on over to young Adrian. What a disgusting showmanship of a support player. Once again, that's just why you're getting my vote, my friend. Great sacrifice.
I mean, you're probably very right. Hyob should be one of those players in Mythic that probably is in the least respected or least
recognized
recognized roles, but is still making amazing plays. It's great.
Absolutely.
But if Hunter still keeps leaving Pillage Water alone, I think Pillage Water will outscale Molinax because it's just Gangplank, you know? It's just gonna start getting worse and worse.
True, yeah. Molinax definitely needs to go ahead and start picking up a few kills here. Level 6, so already has the level advantage over Mullen.
Careful for those Gangplank ultimates. Those can turn around a fight in just a short amount of time.
That is true. Also, when you
Especially
think
with
you're safe, you're not.
Yeah, especially with Corruption Potion, still does that little initial, still does that damage at the end of it. So.
Backs out, get a little bit of poison damage in there. Molinax already hitting level, or not already, but hitting level 6 as well. And here comes Quest, making his way to the top lane. There goes the cannon barrage, as you were just talking about, as well. But the ultimate to go ahead and back him off doesn't matter. Still falls over to Quest. But that was a great last-ditch effort to at least pick up the kill. And that is 1-for-1 so far in the top lane here. Quest showing up just in the nick of time. And the teleport already getting back to lane here. Quest has got to back up. Yeah, definitely doesn't want to be facing a fresh Camille with the Sheen, and I don't know the name of the other item there. But
the Heartbound Axe.
Thank you, Heartbound.
You're welcome. No, it's looking. Pillage Water is holding up, but Mullen Axe is just gonna start doing more. We see Noah Talk trying to sneak around in the top side. I think they're wanting to get everything, but Hunter is on his way down to the bot side. Next dragon is coming up. The next dragon, I believe, is going to be the Hextech Drake before the souls start happening.
Yes, sir. It's just a little client bug. They don't have like a Hextech indicator yet, so it just repeats whatever the last one was. So it is going to be, like you said.
Oh, here we go. Hatani's stepping a little too close.
Yes, he is. Doesn't exactly get the root off, though, unfortunately. So he is able to Rift Walk out of there. You know, he is getting chunked down quite heavily, but does make it out alive. So that is okay. I like the roam, the preemptive roam coming in from Hyob up into the mid lane here. But he's like, don't worry, bud. I'm safe. Go ahead about your business. And he's going to start roaming towards the top lane as well. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. It's going to take a minute for him to get up there. But once he does, I'm interested to see what he's going to do.
Wait a second. Also, what does DN also popped the Chaos Storm earlier? I don't know when that popped, but apparently...
Misclick, probably.
Most likely a misclick, unfortunately.
What's the cooldown on that early game?
Early game, 100 seconds. So over, like, just about a minute and
I
20.
Don't think Pilgewater saw Hyob here. Already has the sweepers as well. Hunter also making his way, but he feels something is off. Nice! Dredgeline's going to go ahead and land onto the back line. But nope, no ultimate. No ultimate available just yet, so...
Oh, Haitani is there.
Yes, he is. Oh, this is going to be a very interesting fight here. A nice blasting cone to go ahead and separate everybody. Hunter Wolf finds himself alone. Almost gets a kill on the Quest, but Quest is going to flash underneath tower.
Nice job, Noah Talk.
Yeah, that was a great blasting cone. I mean, that was a blasting cone diff all day there. Unfortunately, Hunter doesn't get the kill, but almost. Almost only counts the horseshoes and hand grenades, though, not League of Legends.
Yeah. But, I mean, Pillage Water getting stuck on the other side of Mullen.
Doesn't matter. Ultima's going to get popped here. There goes the oranges as well. Doesn't matter. Definitely not enough sustain. And here comes Noah Talk also making his way to the mid lane. The Rift Walk, unfortunately, not going to be in time here, but Does make it out. Very nice. Okay, we do have young Adrian and Daydream going at it in the 1v1, and if I'm not mistaken, this is definitely going to go in young Adrian's favor as well, so this is scary.
Quick absolution stack check for young Adrian. We're looking at 30 in 10 minutes.
Really?
Yes, 30 in 10 minutes.
That's pretty insane, I'm not going to lie. Young Adrian also finding himself in a 1v3, but the rest of his team
oh, here comes Hyob.
Yep, Hyob. What is DN here? Hitani, though, getting real low.
Ooh,
the stun is going to go off.
There you go.
So much damage to level 9 Victor. There goes the Chaos Storm. Just like you said, what is DN is going to fall, though, so it's going to be a 1-for-1 mid for support. Definitely would give that in favor of Glacial Carnage. Absolutely. Nova Talk also making his way into the mid lane, just in case. What on earth was that? I do not know. Maybe tried hopping into the Raptor pit?
Most likely trying to get, like, see if they can hop over that corner angle to get into it. I want to point something out that Twitch chat pointed out. Young Adrian has an Essence Reaver.
What the hell? I've heard the glaive, you know, I've heard of Eclipse.
Yep.
You know, I've not seen an Essence. This is not an Ezreal, but do you
apparently apparently we have Space Pope to thank for this.
He said it gets worse.
Oh no!
Oh, nice. Depth Charge is going to go in and land. It's going to hold. Daydream in place. The Encore is going to land on both of them, but is it going to be in time? Yes, the flash to follow up. Noah Talk also making his way down there to support his buddy out, but
no, what is DN? You don't want to be there.
No, what is DN is going to be stuck out there. The stun is going to land as well. Hitani's going to wait it out, but it doesn't matter. Hunter has enough damage already with the Sheen and the Warhammer, and wow. Great moves coming out from Glacial Carnage so far. Rift Herald also going to be popped into the mid lane, get a little bit more plating on over to Hitani, and he's going to make his way to the Hex Dragon as well. This is going to be the second one for the side of Glacial Carnage. Quest has a little bit of mid to clean up here, but looking really good right now for Glacial Carnage. That is for certain.
They need to, so they're down about 1k gold. They're about to get the second, Glacial Carnage is going to get their second Drake. And it looks like it's an Ocean Soul on the side of, for that soul. And honestly, this Wukong is making such a giant difference. This Wukong itself has been making humongous waves in our whole league so far.
That's true.
Why I think Talia also got a huge nerf this last patch, so doesn't do as much damage. But I honestly think Wukong should have been one of the ones that got nerfed, or because that whole wall jump thing now is just giant. It's a helpful thing. So, moving on. How to make sure this goes better? Help Pillage Water just start stacking in that money.
I mean, Pillage Water, I don't know if is going to be able to single-handedly turn anything. I mean, like you said, you know, the barrels later on are definitely going to be huge, especially on the squishies. Young Adrian, though, I don't think is going to be able to step up, and everybody else is able to dash out of him. So I don't know how impactful he's actually going to be. Not to mention, they're shutting him down pretty early. Very nice. Great patience from Hyob here. Noah Talk also stepping up a little bit too close. Only gets Hyob into the stun there, but it doesn't matter. The double encore. Oh, followed by both members. Yes.
That's Mullen. That's Mullen.
That is going to be Mullen. Yep, into the back line, but it doesn't matter. Great timing, great patience. Molotok is going to get shut down, picked up by Quest Dragon, and I like the looks. I like what they were trying to do. It's just when it takes 4 seconds to go ahead and channel the entire teleport, and the 4 members are there, they're able to just go ahead and back them up. And Hyob with another great hook. And yep, the blasting cone, unfortunately not in favor of what is DN, so they kind of got separated, but it doesn't matter. The ultimate onto the back line. This tower is going to be stunned as well, and a shutdown. 2 kills now given on over to CB Starlight, and that is very big. 3 members taking down one by one by CB Starlight, and they are back into it. That's
a big dive. Big dive.
But they did give up the tier 1 mid lane tower as well, so a little bit more gold given into the favor of Hitani, which is not where you need.
Pillage Water doing a lot of damage to Hunter now. Yikes. By the way, just to point out, Hunter is one of the first people to actually get heal cut. You don't want to be there.
Hunter getting taken down really low, but it doesn't matter. Pillage Water is trying to go in for the kill, and a little bit too ambitious there. Flashes forward, but Hunter was able to stay alive with just a sliver of health by his friend Haitani. And also, nice shield given by young Adrian's ultimate from across the map. So I do like that look a lot.
That was great. It was very greedy for Pillage Water to continue on that, going for that kill for Hunter. He knew that he had it, but as soon as you lose vision of a Wukong, it's kind of one of those things where, and also had no vision of Haitani, and it's gonna get scarier. 5 more levels, and Haitani is gonna start looking to roam a lot and hurt more than ever.
Absolutely. I mean, Haitani is looking real good. 1-0 and 2. Hunter Wolf not making his way onto Noah Talk. There goes the depth charge onto the back line. Very nice move, but is it going to be enough? The Encore is available also for Daydream, but they are going to go ahead and back off. They don't want to fight in these tight-knit areas. I know they have the depth charge of Hyab, but the Encore, I think, is a little bit more impactful than the depth charge at the moment.
Yikes, Adrian, where's that health go, buddy?
Let's find out. Chaos Storm, is it going to be enough? No, it is not. He is going to back off.
That was close.
Big cast, scary cast. Hold on 1 second. He's going to Rift Walk right into the hands of Quest Dragon. Unfortunately, he's going to have to flash out of there. Or no, sorry, not flash. Another Rift Walk to get out of there. But they are kind of a scary squad right now on the side of CB Starlight.
They're starting to scale, and the more that they scale, the harder they hurt.
Absolutely.
Essence Reaver picked up on Pillage Water, by the way, so this turret will not last much longer.
Ooh, and not to mention you have in the top side Pillage Water, like you said, just doing what he does best, split push.
They have a lot of poke on the side of CB this round. Not so much poke on the side of Glacial Carnage, but we'll see how this goes.
Very true. Hunter's going to go ahead and engage onto the back line. I like the E over and then the W back right on over to the wall. Oh, man, Haitani is also just playing with fire. I know you have the Rift Walk to and from, but there's a couple seconds in between when you can use it, my friend. And they're going to go ahead and start the Dragon. It's going to put them on full point if they're able to get it. And let's see it. Hold on 1 second. There goes the Encore. It's going to land on 2 members here. Mullen Axe is going to go ahead and get taken down first. Quest is just on a rampage right now. Just that Bear is just doing everything that he can. The lightning, and it doesn't matter. Shutdown's going to go on over to Hunter, though. That's going to be 1 for 2 so far in favor of Glacial Carnage. And Hunter is not stopping just yet. Getting poked down quite a little bit, but is going to make it out of there. Yeah, Pillage is just going ape on the top lane right now, just absolutely decimating these towers left and right. Haitani's going to go ahead and try to answer, but not before he takes down the tier 3 tower as well. That's going to leave it open inhib, but Haitani is also a big boy himself. Takes it down. That's going to be 3 for 1, and they're going to get the dragon, but I don't know if that was really worth it. I mean, I really wouldn't take an open inhib at this point. That's just going to be funneling free gold for them. But he is going to probably go ahead and switch gears now, move to the bot lane, do the same thing on that side as well.
I mean, it kind of made them back off, but... Oh, here we go.
All right, last time I switched, I'm going to give it a little bit, because last time I switched, we kind of got messed up. So we're going to stay here, see what works here.
So somebody pointed out very big thing. Young Adrian didn't get touched that fight. Nobody went after young Adrian. Nobody did anything. We have 55 souls on Senna, by the way, everybody. I just want to... I know that some people are asking about the Senna count again. 55 souls on that. And it's just gonna get... It's not as picking up the speed as it was. I mean, we're almost 20 minutes in the game. I was expecting about 60 or more. But Pillage Water... probably onto his second or first upgrade, close to the second upgrade.
Okay,
we're having
everyone's
a lot
disconnecting. I don't know what the hell's going on here.
We're having a lot of disconnection issues, but you know what? This is why we have rules implemented. So we'll be taking care of that very shortly. Um, Honestly, do you have any ideas of where we can go? Um, where we can go from here? Because honestly, I just think Pillage Water just does the same thing bot lane. You were right, like you said.
Hmm.
They just keep letting him start accumulating that gold, even though he's not that strong, like for team fight wise yet. He
Right?
still has the pushing power.
Right. That is true. I mean, he isn't that strong in the team fight. He knows that for a fact. He's just gonna keep on sticking to the to the 4-1 comp. Let the rest of the team fight them, and then he'll go ahead and do his business. So, unless they can really quickly take care of the team in a 5v4 setting, he's just gonna always be that underlying threat. So I can see CB winning based off of gang playing backdoor the entire time. They do have teleport available from Haitani, so and from Mullinax, but that would then leave them in a 3v4 situation, and we've seen what Quest can do with Volibear, along with what is DN on the Victor as well. So it is going to be very interesting how they play this out. But I don't know. This really could go either way. This is a pretty banger of a series so far, and this
They
third game is looking
They
really
do have a
good.
lot of CC also on the side of CB, especially with the Seraphine ultimate, with the Seraphine root from her E.
Right.
Noah Talk has been able to, is also able to, get in there, do the stun, do the ultimate, get all that stuff going. The Magnet Storm, just getting everything. Um,
Right.
Sorry about that. We're on a bit of a pause right now, everybody. I know some people are wondering what the heck happened to the game. We are a bit on a pause because currently some of our players are having some connection issues. Remember, we're not in-house, we're not LCS, we're not, MSI or anything like that. We are just humble people that love to cast for a nice tournament that we have in our Discord.
Yeah, but
So,
we know you guys secretly missed our faces as well, so
yeah, no, it's just like,
we wanted to go ahead and reintroduce ourselves to those that don't know you. I'm Rylionn. This is Lupul,
what's
and
up?
we are lovely casters here for the Mythic Esports team, and
I was
definitely
gonna
I'm gonna
go.
give a huge shout out to my friend Grand Theft Auto as well with the nice merch. Thank you, you sexy sexy beast. I love you, man.
Uh,
But sorry, Rye. I know it's a little bit confusing situation, but they will be back in just a little bit here. I think it might be a little bit of internet connectivity issues that happens from time to time.
and
But
also other people have storms and stuff like that.
that's true.
But we also, I honestly thought when you say, we are Miguel and Tulio and we are the gods, I was about to say, are you really gonna do freaking Road to El Dorado on everybody,
That would be fun. I'm not gonna lie, and we kind of look like them too a little bit. I mean, we both have the blonde hair though, so
Yeah,
I
no.
don't
So
know.
I think Kate is going to be redoing my hair next week.
I'm
So
getting mine
my
done tomorrow, actually.
okay.
It will
Moving
be
on.
it will be fun.
Here we go, talking about dyeing our hairs. Quest is you are right though. Quest has been becoming a menace with this Volibear.
Right.
Going on, um, Lupul and Rylionn HOF.
I love it. We are Hall of Famers. I'm not gonna lie. The whole squad is a Hall of Famer.
Yeah.
Magic Man, Wookie Monster, Primus, whole
Oh,
squad, all of you guys.
yep.
Um,
I
Game
do.
should be getting on pause here soon, though, if I'm not
We do
mistaken.
have some subcasters that we did actually say, like we did incorporate this past for this split. Hopefully they are going to be joining us soon for games.
They will.
We'll give them an opportunity. I'll step down for a bit to give them an opportunity. I'm more than happy to do that.
Yeah,
Uh
Juggernaut. We got a bunch of players as well are going to be doing
oh
subcasting. So
yeah, Juggernaut too. We got
that
Juggernaut. Yeah.
will be interesting. Definitely look forward to that. But in terms of the series so far here, it's 8-11 in terms of the score. CB is down 3 kills right now, and they're also down 3 whole dragons. Every single dragon has gone over to the side of Glacial Carnage. But
Yes.
they're down by almost 2k gold overall, and that has to go to Pilgewater's just absolute decimation of the top lane, taking all 3 towers. Not the inhib just yet, but he is working on that very soon.
I mean, in his pocket alone, according to what I've been seeing, he's got actually he doesn't have the most gold. You'd be surprised who actually does. It would be Quest.
Actually, not surprising. Doesn't he have most of the kills on the team?
Yes, 4 out of the most.
4 out of 8.
4 out of the 8, and I mean, honestly, I thought that he would, because actually he's above CS. You want Dr. Bovine Vasher to become a caster, Loki? He can try out. I mean,
I'm always
wouldn't-
open. I'm in charge of production, so if you guys ever want to do anything, hit me up. Join our Discord. My name is Rylionn, so definitely take a look there. Also got my own Twitch stream. I'm going to start doing that again as well. Twitch.tv/Rylionn. Check me out.
I mean, he shout out to Juggernaut also for his help with his computer. So it's just been
absolutely.
He provides
I wouldn't be here without
hours
you, man. I love you.
Yeah. We are almost at that point where we are just waiting on to see what goes on. We have a rule that we have incorporated. Okay, so I'm paused at exactly 20. Yep, yeah. Okay, so I'm sorry. I'm reading the chat also while I have the chat up. Rylionn unfortunately doesn't because he's in charge of production, so you guys can't see the chat. They are almost to that point. Just another 1 minute. Sorry about that again. What's going on? Space Pop. Carmen's chat. Is the game paused? The game is paused, Lewis.
Yep.
Luis, yes, it is paused. Here we go. We're back.
Woo! And we're gonna have a little bit of in-game delay, so apologies.
We're not touching it. I'm not touching it to make sure that
I'll go ahead and bring it live. Hold on. There you go.
Here we go.
We'll have a little bit of a delay, but do not worry. It's not your computers. Don't worry. Don't blame CenturyLink just yet. I know that's my first instinct always.
Oh, you can blame Rito.
Yeah.
Or Rito. Or Rito. There we go. We're back in.
Oh, but yeah, here we are. It is going to be like I said, they're 8 to 11, 3 dragons up right now, but with the help of Pillage Water, they were able to go ahead and decimate out the top lane, and that puts them in a little bit of a precarious situation to go ahead and maybe take the victory over Glacial Carnage, but we won't know for at least 10 minutes, so we will see.
We also have to point out that I also want to point out that for the first time on Glacial Carnage's side, before they get into major team fights, they actually have heal cut on the side from Wukong. He just picked up the Chempunk Chainsword. So he picked that up. It's up and ready, and he's about to do a lot of heal cut. I think the one that they're really worried about is Pillage Water. But Pillage Water looks like to be building the Immortal Shield Bow. Immortal Shield Bow. There we go. English. Yay!
There you go. If anyone can guess the mythic item for Senna correctly, I will gift them 1 sub as well. Whoever guesses it right will get a sub. That's how we're gonna go ahead and play this game.
Are we gonna play this game?
We are. Can we? Absolutely. And if no one guesses it correctly, I don't know what happens, but you gotta do something.
You guys start cashing in all your mythic gems so you guys can't bet.
Well, no, they can't bet just anymore, but that's all right.
No.
But if anyone does guess correctly, I promise you I will keep my word, and I will gift a sub. So let's go ahead and see if we can get that done. But with that being said as well, the next dragon is going to be up in about 2 minutes. Baron is up currently right now. But if you're Glacial Carnage, you already have your entire top lane down. Lupul, what's the move? How do we get back at least a little bit into this? 5 towers to 1 tower, even though you do have 3 dragons.
Okay. So for Glacial Carnage, they just have to make sure Pillage Water doesn't keep pushing, because it looks like Pillage Water just wants to keep pushing top lane. Hasn't swapped with what is DN, hasn't done anything, but I think Oh my gosh, look at how many people. Oh,
Oh, hops right over the wall there. I don't think that Hunter actually knew anything that was going to be happening here, but it doesn't matter. Noah Tech is going to be taken down first. Yeah, and the teleport also coming in from Haitani here into the top lane just for good measure. Meanwhile, we do have coming in from the bot side flank as well, young Adrian. Haitani is going to go ahead and rift walk over the wall. Very nice move. The root's going to land there onto Daydream, but doesn't matter. No one else is able to follow up. I like the poke and I like the damage coming in from CB Starlight. There is just so much there from DN and from Bilgewater, but Noah Tech just isn't tanking that yet.
Noah Talk is a tank, all right? He's a tank, and he got popped like a cherry.
True.
Like really just between the fingers. Like, I was not expecting that damage to come out of nowhere, but, you know, we just got to see what we got to see. Void Staff getting picked up by what is DN. DN's starting to feel himself now, as my friend would say. He's starting to feel himself, and it's starting to feel a lot better from that last game. I would not put it behind him, behind what is DN to start doing a lot more damage very, very soon.
That could be an IE second. It could also be, ooh, what's that one? Damn, I am not remembering.
No, Space Pope has confirmed it. It is an IE second. I don't understand this build. Quick Senna stack check, by the way, is at 63 at 23 minutes.
Okay, we were at 30 at the 10-minute mark, 63 at 23 minutes, so almost doubled in the same time frame. Not too shabby.
Yep,
it looks
there's
like
the
Super
IE.
Starlight is going to be the first ones on over to the Dragon, clearing the vision out. It's going to be up in about 15 seconds.
They can't.
Yeah, I think
they're
they
gonna go for
should
Baron.
give this one. They're gonna go ahead and give that up.
Wait. CB is headed over to the Baron right now.
Oh no, let's go ahead and see here. Noah Talk is gonna get picked out. They have a lot of really good vision. Hyab, though, taking a little bit too much aggro from the Baron itself. And meanwhile, we do have Mullen is going to take down the top lane towers here. So Quest is going to solo it by himself. Not too shabby. Love
Mullen
to
takes
see it.
turret, like you said, and now they just do a handshake, and they're like, nope, nobody's getting Baron anymore.
Yeah, I mean, also not getting a mythic item on Senna is kind of shocking. I'm not going to lie. And by the way, my offer for the sub does not constitute what, like, first, second, third item for the mythic. It's just which mythic in general. Okay?
Yes, let's make that very clear.
Yeah, which mythic in general is going to get picked up.
The range of her passive, the range is up to 60, by the way. So 60 additional range on top of whatever else she has. So it's just going to start getting higher and higher, and pretty soon nobody's going to be able to touch her unless Noah Talk immediately jumps on top of young Adrian.
Got you. All right, so it looks like Ninetales is going to be the winner of that. Space Pope is confirming that it is the correct guess here. So congratulations, Ninetales.
I'm sorry. Is that what I? Please don't tell me, Space
Frostfire?
That it's actually gonna be Frostfire. That's such an old school thing. That's happened with Grasp Senna. Okay, I played Grasp Senna before. It wasn't nice. It's not a nice thing.
Well, it is what it is at this point. If it ain't, it's proving to be effective right now. I mean, 2-1-4, 189 farm. Senna's doing a phenomenal job. Young Adrian. Not really showing the boomer mentality here in this game. So congratulations to them.
Right. Okay. So immediately GP can't move up. Rel is Giga Grief into not. Okay. Mullen's gonna get run down by Quest right now.
Yes, they are. The ultimate's gonna get popped as well, but it does not matter. Yeah. DN, and for good measure, the Cannon Barrage as well, picked up from GP. And that was a little bit rough to see. Nice engage though from Hunter as well. Oh, beautiful.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Oh, here we go with the teleport again. Did we learn nothing from watching Camille do that onto the bot lane? Doesn't matter. And there goes the engage. Hunter's going to go ahead and pick up the kill. Unstoppable. That's going to be a 2-for-1 double kill picked up by Hunter onto what is DN and to Noah Talk. And that might be a Baron play that they're going to be making their way to right now. Volibear forced to reset. He's going to try to make his way up to the Baron, but is he going to make it there in time? And even if he does, do they have the manpower to go ahead and stop them?
I don't know. Maybe they do. They just have to make sure that they have vision of it at least. They see that they just started it. So
let's find out. Teleport's coming through. Mullen Axe is already getting chunked down pretty heavily by Daydream. But no, they are going to go ahead and get off the Baron. The Baron aggro has proven to be a little bit too much. The Frostfire also going to stop Daydream and Pillage Water there. Coming from the back line, though, you do have Quest Dragon. Shocking from the back. We do have the Blasting Cone available. He's going to wait patiently. He's going to go ahead and hop into it, though. He's going to be completely alone. Daydream and Pillagewater are also going to try to do what they can, but it doesn't matter. Nice encore. That's going to be a 4-man encore. Quest is going to do what he can. Haitani, though, is going to pick it up, and the Baron is going to go ahead and go over to Glacial. It looks like they are not going to stop the Carnage. Daydream's going to get taken down. There goes Haitani. That's going to be another one given on over to Glacial Carnage. 3 members down. Picked up for Glacial. The Chaos Storm almost takes out Hunter and Hyab, but not enough. 3 for 0. What patience, what diligence, what moves by Glacial Carnage here, and they are going to go ahead and move forward with that. And another disconnection. God darn it. That is all right. That is okay. That is okay. It's like when things start getting really good, we start to hit it. So not to worry.
I mean, we'll hit stride. We'll hit stride.
We'll hit stride in a little bit. We are, back up and at 'em. I'm gonna have to take a little bit of a sippy sip, if you don't mind me.
Yeah, go ahead. Have fun. I do have to say, like, it was a good attempt. Quest could have waited a bit longer. White, I'm not sus. You are sus. Moving on.
What do I and Lupul think of this Senna build? Lupul, you go first.
Like I said, I played Grass Senna back in the day. I think that it would have been a lot better to have gone it first so that the stacks can be, accumulated better. Because if you get if you do the Frostfire, you get the slow, and if you get the slow, you get the stacks. That's just my personal opinion. But as for everything else, I mean, it's doing the damage. It's dealing the damage. Absolutely. Without a doubt. And everybody else is able to follow up on said damage. NQ also applies on hit. Okay, yes. Thank you, guys, in Twitch chat. I think it's just one of those things that my brain hurts and my eyes burn, but I'm moving forward as a caster.
All right, understandable. And in my opinion, very simple. If it works for you, do it. There is no one specific thing. I know there's a preferred path, and statistically there's a better path, but I had a high platinum player tell one of my friends that Lethal Temple Irelia is just absolute garbage. He's like, let me go ahead and prove it. I'm going to play Conqueror. Absolutely got decimated by playing Conqueror. My friend, very big Irelia main, has been very comfortable, especially with the Lethal Tempo back then. Destroyed everyone's face the next game with the Lethal Tempo build. I know typically you're going to go Conqueror. You want to sustain. You want the the Conqueror stacks. But it depends on what you are comfortable with playing. So if you want to go into an Essence Reaver, into an IE, into a Rapid Fire Cannon, into a Glacial whatever, by all means, do you. Because that's the glory of League of Legends. There is not one set thing. You can do whatever you want. There's AP Shaco. There's AD Shaco. There's a lot of things that you can go ahead and do. AP Shyvana, AD Shyvana. There's just so many. AP Kai'Sa, AD Kai'Sa. I can go on and on. But it depends on what you are comfortable with. So if this works, which seems to be working very well for young Adrian, by all means, keep going. So that's my opinion on the whole matter here. And we are going to get back into the action one more time. Sorry about the pause constantly here, folks. We gotta do what we gotta do. So let's go ahead.
We're at the mercy of Rito.
Yeah. And hold on one second. It says the game is resumed, but mine's stuck on 0. Is yours stuck on 0?
As mine is as well.
Come on, Riot. Get it together. Don't you dare. Don't you dare time out on us. I needs to know.
Oh,
There
here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
There we go. I was about to say.
Rito is just ruining everything. Hey, Mustard Cat. Welcome to the
Mustard.
chat.
I gave you
know
a
that-
shout out earlier.
I know that you're waiting on White. Be nice to Mustard. I know she's your support and you have the right to abuse, but no. But honestly, this game might be. Oh, here we go. A bit of a delay.
Not your computers. Slight delay. But Dragon's going to be up in about 30 seconds there, Lupul. So we might see a soul given on over to Glacial Carnage, or this could be the second one. But hold on one second. They have other plans right now. Looks like Noatak's going to get caught out. Poor little support trying to do what they can. Teleport also coming in from Haitani here. Nice encore to land on 4 members here, but it doesn't matter. That's going to be a second kill given on over. A third one now on over to Glacial Carnage. They are looking to close this out. Yes, it is. The Chaos Storm is going to go ahead and fall as well. There's going to be 1 member down, though. 2 members down, given on over to what is DN. And what was that, DN? I definitely don't know, but that is a great move. Great stopping the momentum of, Glacial Carnage there. But it looks like they will pick up the soul point here, and that is going to be quite quickly given on over to Glacial Carnage.
Don't step up too far.
I know you're a big boy, but no Chaos Storm and 3 members. You can only do so much as Victor. I know Wookiee might have told you otherwise, but you are not that guy, pal. You are not that guy.
So there is 20 Magi stacks onto Haitani, by the way. Meanwhile, what is DN has 5 Darksteel stacks. So you know what, Toku? I don't think you're wrong about that, but I'm not gonna quote you yes or no on that yet.
We'll have to ask. That's funny.
I'm not gonna ask about that yet. We're just gonna keep moving forward. What is DN will probably be a win con here. Will probably be one of their win cons if they can get farther. Young Adrian's currently at 88 stacks on Absolution. Mustard Cat posting inside the Twitch chat that after this game, just to not take anything away from everybody, but after this game, we are getting drunk inside our Jackbox party event. So if you're in the Discord, please join in. It's going to be a lot of fun.
It is a Frostfire, just like y'all said it was going to be. So it is what it is. I like it, like you said. Gets the slows, gets the stacks, does what it needs to do's. Plus, it gives them a little bit more survivability as well. Allows them to either slow or root, for 1 second there. Gives them enough time to go ahead and activate the little mist activation there and get to safety if need be. So, I like that move coming in from Adrian. If we even get to a 4th and 5th item here, what would, oh my god. The damage coming in from water there.
Bye, Pillage.
Oh,
You're
great
dead.
flash.
You're
and
dead.
Then, of course, the depth charge is going to go ahead and land there as well. Oh, wow. Very close, though. Mullen almost falls as well. Daydream also getting taken down. Lands a nice encore, but it's not going to be enough to stop them. Haitani's going to go ahead and pop the Zonias as well. What is DN? Also going to be popping their own Zonias. Rift walks over the wall to get away from the Chaos Storm. That's going to be 3 members down for the side of CB Starlight. Now Noatak and Quest are trying to run for their lives, but is it going to be enough? That's going to be 4 members. No, it is not going to be enough. Is it going to be a 5th one? Yes, it is, and that is a Mythic Ace given on over to Glacial Carnage. And I think this might be game, Lupul. That's going to be this Tier 2 and Tier 3 towers, followed by the Inhib. And that might be it, man. That is probably going to be it. I'm calling it.
Yeah, this is it. This is it. Ocean Soul on the side for GC, and also a Frostfire Senna on the side of GC. So,
Sheesh. What a incredible game.
Yeah.
Or series. Not just game, but series in general. Coming in from both these teams, Glacial Carnage and CB Starlight. Definitely back and forth for a majority of that. But Glacial Carnage ended up being the victors over CB Starlight.
What is DN beats? What is DN gets top damage of the game though?
Wow. That doesn't surprise me because of the Chaos Storm. But let's go ahead. Let me get real quick out of this real fast. I apologize if I paused. Let's see here, and we're gonna go ahead and get the polls activated as well. But Lupul, as you know, there can only be one, my friend. Who are you gonna be giving your MVP vote to?
I gotta give it to Noah Tuck. I'm sorry. Yeah, no. I give it to Noah Tuck. No, wrong team.
Yeah, I was like,
Hyob has my
Hyob?
vote. Hyob has my vote. You are right, because earlier you said that Hyob does not get enough spotlight because of the support role, but the roams were 100% on point, was able to still make sure that their lane partner was very fine and like not stepping up too far, making sure there was communication saying, hey, I'm going this way, do not do anything, bad. So I give it to Hyob because of that fact.
Absolutely. You're not wrong, and it's not that just Hyob doesn't get the recognition. I'm sure their team greatly appreciates them, but I would say the support role in general does not get the recognition that it deserves. And yeah, Hyob did an absolutely amazing job every single game. The roams, setting people up, countering the bot lane as well. Every opportunity that they could get, and then just going from there. So it could not have been any better. A very close second, I would also give it to Hunter. Hunter just did absolutely cracked in games number 2 and 3 there. Also getting the Wukong every single time. A little bit surprising, I'm not going to lie. That's where I think CB Starlight kind of faltered a little bit during the draft, was the fact that they allowed the Wukong through every single game without fail. Giving Hunter the comfortable, pick. Also, I would say Wukong right now is just absolutely broken. I don't know if that has to do with the patch. I don't know if it has to do with the durability changes, but absolutely phenomenal job from those two. Great overall as a team. Obviously, Mullen did exactly what they needed to in the top lane. Same thing with Haitani in the mid lane. Young Adrian also holding it down on ADC, except for game number 1, a little bit iffy. But overall, most valuable player of that game, definitely Hyob. Let us know who you all think is the MVP. The poll is up and live currently, so definitely drop it. We can have more than one, by the way, so if we ended up evening it out, it will go to both people. We will pull them in. But
just to let you know, I know somebody asked when the finals are. Quarterfinals start on July 1st, and then the actual finals are happening July 17th.
Amazing.
So it happens every like we said, DSS has those days, so it goes Friday, Sunday, Friday, Sunday, Friday, Sunday, unless there's a major holiday, which we made sure that there wasn't, so we were perfectly fine on that. As for everything else, give me 1 second. Space Pope is messaging me.
Yeah, same.
I'm just like,
Yeah, but no, seriously, great job overall. Both teams. I mean, CB definitely showed up game number 1 there. Was a very commanding victory. Game number 1, absolutely. Game number 2, definitely went in favor of Glacial Carnage there. I definitely thought, that they were going to go ahead and 2-0, possibly, based off of how game 1 went. But they pulled it together, and they did what they needed to do. Huge mental reset, and it looks like Hunter and Hyob both get MVP. So I'm going to go ahead and get that up on the screen. If you, my friend, can go ahead and pull them both in here.
Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can get Hunter in here as well. I got Hyob over here. Let me move Hyob over really quick.
Absolutely.
Hey Hyob, how you doing?
Yo.
Hyob.
Give me 1 second. Let me also get is Wolfgang also in Discord? Is Wolfgang also
yeah, he's in Carnage.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for letting me know. I just wanted to double check before I pulled the wrong person.
Hello.
Hello.
Hunter, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. Our first double MVP of the
Hey,
I think of the split, I believe.
Yeah,
pretty
this
sick.
entire series so far, the split, absolutely. Congratulations to you both for winning MVP first off, but congratulations overall to the victory. I mean, not gonna lie, game number 1 was a little bit rough. I was very confused at the fact that there was no technical ADC pick. You guys both opted in for the AP. Now, were you just trying to match the AP pick itself, or did you guys just both happen to pick AP ADCs in that game?
So I mean, going into it, we knew they were probably going to do something with Seraphine, some sort of enchanter comp.
Okay.
And normally our bread and butter bot lane, we like to do is like to draft some like AP bots, just like
Okay.
Ziggs, pretty staple pick. So going into it, when the draft like unfolded, I think afterwards I thought our comp was like lacking a little bit of damage. I think a traditional ADC would have done it well. So that's why I think in the long team fights, it was hard for us to kill anyone. They ended up like in the 43-minute banger, they ended up like being able to win because we didn't have enough damage.
Agreed. No, I can't argue with that. I definitely that was my prediction. Also coming in from the draft itself, I was like, I don't know, those tanks. That's a little bit going to be too much for them to overcome. And in the beginning, you guys were doing your thing. You were doing very well. Specifically for you, Hunter, though, I want to commend you in your game number 2, the repeated ganks to Haitani into the mid lane over what is DN. Definitely set the pace for game number 2. And you guys took that in commanding fashion. And then with that momentum, you moved into game number 3. Were you surprised that you got Wukong every single game? Or were you just like, yeah, I know they're not going to ban it?
After the second game, I thought there was no shot. I was getting Wukong again, but they gave it. They first picked Seraphine again. I'm like, okay, cool. We'll just take the Wukong again. Pretty chill with that. But on the second game, like Earl, our support, also in here, he really like led that invade. And he really like got once that flash was out, Ari flashed because of it.
Oh,
It was just so free for me to like keep abusing it. And
That's
Haitani played
true.
really well in order to like keep like getting her in like HP threshold for me to like keep coming and us getting repeated kills.
That's true. And that flash was 100% due to you, Hiob. I mean, just the threat of Nautilus just standing there. Didn't even throw a hook. You were just like, if you don't flash, I'm hooking your ass. So it's just like, definitely had to get out of there. I mean, you did amazing. The threading of the needle, just stepping up, tanking a lot as well from Noatak and their rail play in game number 3. I mean, seriously, I don't think supports get enough recognition, but you, my friend, you had my MVP vote locked in after game number 2. So kudos to that. And my apologies.
This is the second support we've had as the MVP, by the way.
Yes.
Yes, and so I honestly believe, your communication with with Boomer Adrian. I'm gonna keep calling him Boomer Adrian until the end of time, until he changes his name. Boomer Adrian and your communication had to be on point for you to make all those roams and not to step up unknowingly. Your guys' communication was pretty much. How was your guys' comms during that? Like, don't step up. Like, how did it go normally?
Most of the time, like, he knows when to step up and like when to not. Like, it's not like we as a team have to tell him like how to play. Like, he's just good. He's just good, and he knows. Like, I mean, obviously we like watch for wave states, right? And then once the wave state is set, like, he just knows how to play around it, and like that allows us as a team to like just make plays on the other side of the map, and that's how we been doing this. So
yeah, and like one scary thing is that because he's such like a Boomer Adrian, like sometimes he forgets where he is, so we got to remind him like, yo, you're in bot lane, you can, you're okay. And he's like, oh yeah, cool. But yeah, I think our run timings were super sick. We played around objectives well, Earl was always.
And I always enjoyed the fact that Hiob and you would always Hunter would always all of a sudden appear in top lane to help out Mullen. Like, Mullen would get like semi-bullied like during all 3 of those games, and you 3 all of a sudden both of you just pop out of nowhere, or you'd roam after a quick back. And honestly, I don't think CB had a chance of trying to keep track of you unless they had like wards inside your jungle or in your lane, like farther in. But it's one of those hard moments that I honestly believe that you guys couldn't have timed any of those ganks better as a 3-man gank. It was very well timed. And by the way, Wukong is busted champion. Stop playing it. You're like the 50th channel.
They kept banning like Hecarim. I don't know. I haven't played Hecarim much. If you look at my games, I don't know. I guess keep banning it. I'm fine with that. But one last thing is I wanted to say was because like both our bot sides were like pretty weak. Like as far as like weak side, they're weak sided. It was pretty easy to play into CB because as much as I love no attack, I know like they're both not gonna really do anything bot, especially if they keep picking Seraphine. So it gave us a lot of like room to like roam around the map and influence top lane, who I think Mullen's like absolutely insane as a top laner. Super good.
Well, that's another thing that I also wanted to mention. Like, the Seraphine constantly getting picked, it was just like, I don't know why they keep on selecting. Like, do you have, like, any kind of, like, guess or assumption or notion as to why they kept on locking her in first? Or that they were just even picking her in general? I mean, like, what is it about that champion specifically that is the reason why you think that they kept on selecting that? I know you weren't there, you can't speak on their behalf, but, like,
yeah, I mean,
what would be your assumption in that regard?
So I know no attack really well. It's a pretty staple pick for him. It's a pretty good flex pick all around. And I think it's as a flex pick, like it could be utilized pretty well. But I think this patch hurt it a little bit, and I also think that like when you're like the way the drafts went, they were always picking like Seraphine, like say like B1 or like R1, R2, and then they were just picking mid like B2 or B3 or R3. So it didn't give much room to be flexed. I think that kind of hurt the pick in the long run, especially after like the first 2 games. It's like, okay, they're probably not going to take it mid. We're just going to like keep drafting around at bot and like playing this like weak side bot game where we know we're going to win out.
Okay, no, definitely true. And Hyob, this is for the fans that you have gained here, and in terms of just the course of this series here. When you dropping some merch or something, because like everyone was just chatting. We had Hyob here, Hyob there, Hyob this, Hyob that, and it's just like, you know, with the roams and everything else. Like, what are you gonna give the people that they want? They need it. They need it, my friend. They need you.
I mean, Dr. Bovine also has that. So love support shirts may be coming out very soon.
Would be nice.
Would
be nice.
It would be nice.
I do have to ask. I know you guys aren't the captain. I know Space Pope is your guys's coach, captain, whatever the hell you want to call it. But are there any teams that you're looking forward to playing, not just in this block that your guys are in, but in like DSS in general?
I was pretty excited for tonight, to be honest, because like I know no attack and you know like we're pretty like chat mates. But what's it called? Because I was pretty excited for tonight. It was a pretty close series, so I think it definitely like was like really well from both sides. Other teams, I don't know about Earl, but I haven't like looked into too many of them like outside of our like league, so I'm not sure. But I will say that, like whoever's like at the top or near the top will definitely put up a good challenge, and it will definitely be interesting to see what they play and how to play against them.
I wanted to. It was because like it was, when was it? Was it last week? We played against Pillars and we lost 2-1.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, if I'm pretty sure they will be in the playoffs. So hopefully we meet them again, and you know, we can 2-0 them next time.
All right.
Absolutely. I'm looking forward to that.
I know. I know I am. I'm gonna try to like make sure I have those days like clear to make sure I have playoffs all the time clear. But is there any shout outs, either one of you, like both of you want to shout out anybody or people group?
Yeah, before we go ahead and cut it out for the night here.
Shout out to our coach, Space Pope, for, you know, giving us good drafts. You know, even if it's a bad draft, like we trust in the draft and we just play through. And yeah, and you know, shout out to my ADC, Adrian.
Boomer.
Boomer Adrian. And then, you know, obviously, just going through the list, I guess everybody on the team, you know, especially and you know, who was it? Rye. She helped me a lot about just support in general. So shout out to her as well.
Okay, all right. Hunter, for you?
Yeah, I would say some similar shout outs. Obviously Pope. I don't always agree with all the picks, but I think the drafts tonight were pretty solid, very good. What we've been practicing has been very good. Love them to death. And then the other coaches that like help us out, like Rye and like Freeze, super
Freeze,
dope
yeah.
people. And
You guys
then
got 3 coaches? Damn.
a little bit occasionally, not like Pope is like our main dedicated, but like sometimes we need a little bit of outside help, like with the
Hey.
positions. But I also say like Mullen, he's my rock in the top lane. Haitani, he's my hot-headed friend. Who we like tonight. I think it was a good showcase of what we can do and what we do. We'll be practicing in the future. And then Boomer Adrian, of course, great fucking lad. My shell, I'll say. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, but sounds okay. But yeah, that's about it.
I think he needs to change his name to Boomer Adrian instead of Rang Adrian. Moving on.
True.
Guys, thank you so much for the banger series. It was nice. You guys are like moving up. I know you guys were, if I'm double checking this, you guys were undefeated. No,
No,
you
no,
guys
they lost last
you,
week.
you lost last week.
Yep.
Okay, but you guys are wanting a rematch against Pillars. So you guys are
Mhm.
right behind them. And you guys, I would agree. I would love to see a rematch between you and Pillars.
Yeah. It is going to be very formidable. I can't wait for it. I know you guys are going to verse each other right off rip because you're in the same division. So the seeding bracket, you guys will be separated. But I think you guys will see each other again. That's not even a question. And shout out to, CB Starlight as well. They didn't have any points leading up into today's game. So, if you go back and watch the recap, definitely had like lower expectations for CB Starlight. But they definitely showed up game number 1. Put you guys on the ropes a little bit. And then game number 2, you guys had that nice mental reset, kept the momentum into game number 3. So congrats on that. Once again, congrats to both of you for just winning the MVP overall and winning the series, obviously. Sorry for the hiccups that were happening there. I'm not sure what was going on internet-wise, but definitely a good time overall. But congratulations. With that being said, I'm your boy Rylionn, Lupul here. Also joining me tomorrow, we have another absolute banger series. It's going to be for our Stridebreaker. It's going to be X Rising Reborn and the Millennial Falcons. That's going to be hosted by Noble and Magic. So Noble's been gone for a hot minute, but don't worry, he's going to be back into it. Hosting, it's either going to be Wookie or myself. We'll see. And that's going to be at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sorry, Lupul, go ahead.
As much as I would love to be there for X Rising as a X Rising player, unfortunately I have prior engagements, so my heart goes out to X Rising. Even though casters are not allowed to be biased, I am going to be biased during that one since I am not casting. But I'm going to remind everybody really quick before Rylionn takes us out. We have a Jackbox little party night going on. Everybody's invited. Anybody in the Discord's invited. We have space. We BYOB, like have fun, get drunk. I mean, even though X Rising's also playing tomorrow, most of X Rising's team is going to be there. You can shit talk. You can do anything. It's going to be fun. No drugs, White. No drugs. No drugs. No. Moving on. But thank you guys so much. Rylionn, you want to take us out?
Yes, sir. Once again, I'm your boy Rylionn, Lupul here. Both the MVPs, Hunter Wolf, Steel 5, and Hyab. Congratulations to both of you. And we will catch you tomorrow, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Have a great night, everybody. Peace out.
Yep. Have a great night, lads.
Bye.